Oh shit.
Hello.
Hello, Adrian.
I've been playing Baldur's Gate 3 lately
You have?
for a very specific reason.
Why?
Because someone modded it to be PF2 instead.
I can't hear you. You're very quiet.
Because someone modded it to be Pathfinder 2 instead.
I mean, that's kind of sick, though.
Granted, it's obviously still not finished and pretty buggy, but it's very playable, and so I'm enjoying it.
That's cool. Hello, Saba. Welcome back.
Hello. Thank you, douchebag. I think my sister may be potentially getting a second cat.
How excited.
I know, and I'm gonna have to go there and help deal with it afterwards. OBS now has like, what is it? Discord overlay? What?
Hello.
What is happening?
Hello there.
Hello there.
Hello.
By the way, for anybody who doesn't, this is Parsec.
Oh.
It's Saba.
Saba!
You're welcome.
Man.
I have no regrets.
Let me in.
He's in.
Let me in. Let me in.
God damn it. Why do I have to do a confirmation email?
Oh my god. Apollo. Justice.
Look at this. We have the full crew for the first time in like a year.
A year?
Yeah.
Let me in.
Oh, I didn't even realize that I was streaming. Like,
Wow, look at this guy.
Yeah. Let me in.
Wait, Grant's in. Just waiting on Saba, as usual.
Oh,
Monstrous.
Grant, we're in Japanifornia for this one.
Yay.
And by that I mean we're in a place filled with yokai
What?
and like
yeah,
monsters
can-
and shit.
By the way, can I have somebody check on stream real quick? I want to A, get your opinion on what I titled today's stream.
Oh, his
and then B,
audio.
I want you to look at my shirt.
Look at
Did
my
you fix
shirt,
your audio?
boy.
It's your social security number?
It's the credit card number with the 3 numbers on the back.
Excuse me?
It's the password? Just the password?
It's the stream key.
It's the stream key.
It's the Steam key for the game?
It looks like you're wearing a Hawaiian shirt with a black undershirt, but I can't tell because there's an ad taking up 90% of my screen.
Okay. Well, I'll wait for your
Trying to
ad
get
to
into
be done.
Parsec.
What do you think of the title of the stream?
Why is the K capitalized?
Because it's like lo-fi. The F in lo-fi is capitalized.
Oh, that's pretty clever.
Is it
Thank you.
yokai?
It's yokai chill
Why
beats
is
to
it
study and
streaming?
relax to. Now, the thing I actually wanted, so yes, I am wearing a Hawaiian shirt, Adrian. However, the thing I wanted to point out was that because of the shade of the shirt, it's being treated as a green screen.
Hell yeah.
Oh. Oh yeah, how about that?
You should buy a
Zach,
green
let
morph
me
suit.
in.
Oh my God,
Complaining
is Saba
about
finally
not
ready?
being in. Zach's delusional.
All right.
That's not new.
Easy. All right. By the way, I did end up buying soundproofing foam. Supposed to arrive later today. So hopefully my audio. That John Smith was in stream on Sunday, and he was complaining because it's like
my gosh,
I have like multiple resolution options. But he was like, but your audio is dog shit. And I was like, what are you talking about? No, it's not. It's totally fine. I go back and I listen to the audio. It was fucking terrible. And I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. It was so echoey.
You get the box and you just staple it to the wall.
Yeah,
There, is that better?
Of the whole thing.
Who is this?
It's Grant.
It's
Yeah.
me?
This is
It's
100% you.
It's new Gumshoe.
Is he the new inspector?
Yes.
He's the new detective, yeah.
Grant, congratulations. You get to immediately go into voice acting. This guy's All Might. Like
Oh,
1,000,000%.
He's what?
All Might.
He's kind of
He's
dumb.
All Might? Okay.
What is it, Miss Jinxie Tenma? Was it Miss Jinxie? Sorry. Was it Miss Jinxie Tenma who first discovered the crime scene?
That's right, and this photo shows what she saw when she opened the door.
Sir, there's been multiple deaths. I think you're a little overexcited.
Who is that? Miss Tenma had a key, allowing her immediate access.
A key? So then the Fox chamber was locked.
Yes, and Miss Tenma had the only key to its door.
Really? So Alderman QB didn't have a key to the Fox chamber?
Actually, he had a master key for most of the doors in the manor, but it disappeared after his murder.
Oh my god, I love her.
Weird. You think the killer took it?
She's very charming, Grant.
I love her design. That's so fun.
And she has powers.
Oh.
It could very well be connected to the murder. We're looking into the possibility now. But it's the timing of Miss Tenma's discovery that I think is most important. Of course, I'm not going to share that information with you.
You think you're some kind of champion of justice, but you're just plain old mean.
I won't fall for that, you shameless rascal. I only help good little boys and girls.
Shameless rascal? Who even says that?
I mean, to be fair, you did trick him, like, I think literally 5 times in this one scene so far.
Almost 30 seconds after you met.
What
Yeah,
you
it's true.
talking about?
I'm about to say, you keep manipulating him with your fucking psychology degree.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, one of the key critical powers that Athena Sykes has is that she studied forensic psychology or whatever.
Analytical psychology?
Her last
Analytical
name is
psychology,
Spikes.
so she knows how you think.
Yeah, it's one of her powers.
Oh yeah,
Bird.
she can hear into the minds and hearts of people. You know,
Yeah, she has
she
powers.
could do. She's got powers.
Just like Apollo at Phoenix.
Which
Correct.
is analytical psychology, though.
Phoenix does have powers. It's called
Well,
bullshit.
it's if you sit down and think about it, it's like, okay, Athena's power is that she can listen to the voice inside your soul or whatever, the voice of your heart. Phoenix is that he can bluff his ass off like nobody else. And then Apollo's is that he has like a connection to the ancient god pharaoh of sight. So it's like there's a little bit of difference between their powers, I
I
think.
love the Millennium.
No, they're all
Bracelet.
equally good powers.
I love the
Yeah.
I love the Millennium.
Well,
Bracelet
you
so
haven't
fucking
seen
much.
her like out of like regardless of how they spoke about it. I guess the way her gimmick is shown is pretty cool, I would say, and it seems way more legit than the Millennium Bracelet.
Oh, sure. And I mean, like, they definitely validate it more, but, well, yeah, I mean, Grant will hopefully see, I
More
guess.
realistic, if anything.
Yeah,
so
Grant will see,
Grant will
maybe.
see.
Those feathers and tracks look like something a yokai might leave behind.
You don't actually think the murderer was some sort of monster, do you?
Prove that it wasn't, bitch.
I'll fight
That's
you.
your
This
job.
photograph.
What's the name of that creature in the Forbidden Chamber? Tenma something.
Tenma these
Because
nuts.
because from the black feathers and big tracks, it looks like that creature did it.
10 balls.
Our prime suspect would no doubt love to play the
Are you okay?
Oh God!
I don't think so.
The Kermit DNA is taking over.
Anyway, so the most likely scenario so far is that Tenma guy left the feathers and tracks behind.
Okay, but I mean, so this feels like it's really, like, on the nose, because the name of the guy who's being accused is whatever Tenma. Like, his last name is Tenma.
Well, I mean, the village is named after Tenma, so...
No, I know,
you
but I'm saying, like, this statement just makes it sound like she's implicating our client.
I mean, that's what it seems like everyone's doing, so, you know.
That's true.
To make it look like YoKai Tenma was the killer.
Wait, what? Now I'm as confused as you. At any rate, I doubt Mayor Tenma would plant evidence like that. I have no reason to suspect that other than the fact that he seems kind of cool.
Yeah, but how about we ask about suspects, okay? Don't
So
suspect
Mayor
everyone.
Tenma is your only suspect?
That's right. Even his name, Damien Tenma, makes him sound like a villain.
That's-
We profile here.
I'm about to say, I don't know about that, brother.
And he's really scary looking, too.
That's true.
Look at that.
But factually correct.
He's probably a dark or poison type.
Actually, given what we know about him, I think he's Ghost.
Still evil.
Wait, are you
Still
telling
evil.
me that's why he was arrested? Because he looks scary?
Don't be ridiculous. He was the only one without an alibi.
Oh,
Okay.
is that so?
Yep. Other than the victim, the suspect, and Miss Tenma, the only others around were Mr. Filch and Mayor Tenma's aide, and the two of them were together at the time.
Filch.
Whoa.
The guy who's obviously not a Tanuki.
Yeah.
He's almost stole our Millennium bracelet, Grant.
Oh, we didn't almost.
Damn.
He
did.
absolutely did, and then we took it back.
Athena, honestly, I don't think Apollo would have noticed. Athena was the one who noticed.
Very
and
true.
made sure we
Yeah.
got it
Apollo
back.
should have noticed with it. Well, actually, no, he couldn't have seen without his bracelets. So
That's
never
true.
mind.
He goes blind. What about
bracelets are
Jixie?
the system.
She's
Oh, I
not
love
being
Jixie.
suspected at all?
Jixie's my
She
favorite
made
character.
no alibi whatsoever, but she also has no motive. It's unfathomable that she would murder the alderman and pin the crime on her father. Besides, do you really think a little girl could lift up this huge spear?
True enough. That spear looks even bigger than her.
That's about all I can reveal at this time. Well, you must admit, Damien Tenma appears to be the most likely suspect.
No! Like, absolutely not.
I'm right.
I admit it looks bad, but I'm still not buying it.
Oh, and one more thing. I must warn you about the prosecutor.
Oh yeah, the new prosecutor.
The
new
prosecutor assigned to
prosecutor.
Mayor Tenma's trial?
That's the one. He's, how shall I put it, not what you'd expect.
Oh, shit. Adrian, is this a U angle?
What do you mean?
Is this the guy
For
from
the-
the third?
I'm assuming this is the black and white guy we saw.
No, surely not. That guy's probably not important.
That is
Oh,
unless
I'm so
you
excited!
face what the fuck? You faced a convicted killer serving hard time as a prosecutor before.
What?
I guess he passed the
What?
bar. He got his badge.
They were like, just
In
because you're in
jail.
prison.
So after
doesn't mean
both
your
of Von
education
Karmas
sucks.
left to stay, they kind of got desperate for
I'm
prosecutors.
about to say, they were like, well, listen, they were really good prosecutors.
Hey, you've been in the justice system. You
And
know
Edgeworth is
it's like-
busy being in his own game, so
That is really.
Yes.
Oh man,
What
I
is
love
it
the
called
idea
when
of the.
you,
I love the idea of the prosecutor being like, I know you're the culprit because I used to be a murderer and you smell like a murderer.
listen, we had the Von Karmas and Edgeworth and the Paynes,
Payne?
and the Paynes are they're only for the first case, so we're out of prosecutors. So we're skimming the bottom of the barrel here. There's 4 prosecutors.
Unless this will be kind of weird, and we
And one of
end
them's
up
in prison
he's like
for-
actually innocent, and then we go to his.
Oh my god,
like,
and we
We have to
retroactively
defend
prove him innocent.
Yeah.
Sama, that's a fucking awesome idea. Can I ask why a man in prison for murder is serving as prosecutor?
No. Because he's mastered
What?
the use of psychology in courtroom battles.
I'm
Why-
sorry,
what
does
the
this have
fuck
to do-
happened with
What does this have
psychology?
to do with anything? Yeah, I don't understand why now it's suddenly being used by both sides.
Everyone's talking about how this murder was the work of some strange creature.
This-
But yokai are nothing more than a figment of the imagination. They're baloney.
And then we turn to look at
Baloney.
Adrian, and he's like sweating profusely at this like
I-
thing.
I
at this
really,
one statement.
really like this guy's design. However, this animation really makes me uncomfortable with the fucking vein that's so thick it bulges out of his
It
glove.
hurts so much.
It makes me
Who
uncomfortable.
better? Who better to prove this than a master of psychology? He's the best man for the job.
But he's a convicted murderer. No matter how you look at it, that's just insane.
Well, the chief prosecutor personally assigned him, so...
I think we need a psych.
Idiot says what?
I think we need
Huh?
a psych eater on this chief
Shit.
prosecutor.
None of us are in the position to question the matter.
What? What are you talking about? Like, it's not even that. It's not even like he was it's crazy
like
that it's not even he was an
I'm not
alleged
evil.
criminal or something, right? Like he was tried but was proven innocent. No,
he's
he's
convicted.
a convicted murderer.
Golden Wise says he's gonna do a killer job. Don't you worry about it.
Hold on. Slash ban Golden. How do you spell it? WYZ. All right. Never mind. Golden Wise did that. Anyway, this really is the dark age of law.
This prosecutor, he wouldn't happen to go by the name Black Quill, would he? Sick name, dude. I'm excited.
Bingo!
The
Simon
character.
Blackwell.
It's another Saba character.
It's not a me character. I was excited to see the guy, and Zach was like, "Of course, Saba, you'd be into this character." And I was like, "Zach, I don't know what you're talking about."
Zach's onto something.
So you have heard of
100%
him.
correct.
His design's sick. You'll see. Like maybe he is a little bit ill. Maybe
Maybe he's a little bit. He's
say
fucking
that.
ill, dude.
he's probably a little sick. Probably.
What's that
Sick
supposed
of
to mean?
Pain in the membrane.
Well, I bet you don't know his unofficial title. Ever heard of the Twisted Samurai? That's Prosecutor Blackwell.
His name.
Dude, the Twisted Samurai is a fucking sick name. I gotta keep that in mind for later.
Twisted Samurai.
That's like the name of a band.
Twisted Samurai.
Twisted Samurai.
The Twisted
do
Samurai. Is that
rock
because
and
he's a
death
criminal? Well, actually, wouldn't Twisted Samurai just be a Ronin?
No.
Yeah. I think it's a samurai got twisted
Crooked
in like
ninja.
a combiner accident where he got caught in heavy machinery.
he's facing one way and his legs face the other.
Yeah, exactly.
No, you know what it is? It's because katanas are really cool, but they're very kind of brittle metal. In order to make his sword stronger, he twirled it like one of those things of pasta.
Not the
Well,
pasta.
How so?
His conviction is what twisted and warped the legal world into this dark age of law.
Why does this guy seem to be
Yes.
like some sort of like god tier effect on the
And he of all people is going to stand in court tomorrow? Like, even what's his face from the Great Ace Attorney made more sense than this, where it's just like, oh, everybody who goes against him ends up dying. Like, at least that's like a myth or
Yeah,
a
what do you think
rumor.
this guy tried to do?
This guy fucking
Tried to kill him and got
assassinated
caught.
JFK, and now he's a prosecutor.
Never fear. I myself will be there to protect you.
I didn't know Ace Attorney power levels were so intense. I mean, I don't know, man. The dark, like the fact, by the way,
This did
the
look
fact
kinda
that
crazy.
he acknowledged it as the dark age of law is insane.
Yeah, it's the dark age.
Yeah.
It's reassuring, I guess.
Well, you kids knock yourselves out. Can't wait to see how you do tomorrow.
Wait, Detective Fulbright, I've been meaning to ask you something. Why are you barefoot?
It's a pleasant
This doesn't
Japanese
look
house.
like the sort of place where you would need to take your shoes off.
What are you talking about?
It's Japanifornia. The Fornia part doesn't know that it's a thing.
Oh, I haven't even noticed.
Grant makes his exact same face whenever I message him out of the blue.
I like this YouTuber reaction face he's making.
Why am I barefoot?
I like this guy. This guy's fun. You honestly hadn't noticed until just now? Wait a second. Those shoes we found earlier.
Oh, it's because he stole them.
Excuse me,
The other
Detective
guy
Fulbright.
stole them.
These wouldn't happen to be
Yeah.
your shoes, would they?
Yes, they are.
Why did
My
I steal
favorite
his
pair, in
shoes?
fact.
This guy
Thank
doesn't
you
wear
for
socks?
bringing them to me. You must truly be on the side of justice. It's like it's
Yes. Don't tell me Mr. Filch actually stole from a detective.
Stealing shoes right off of someone's feet? That's pretty amazing.
I find
That's
it
what
more
I do is
amazing that
back.
Detective Fulbright didn't notice. Well, it looks like we got all we can out of the detective. So let's see. Maybe we should go have a word with Mr. Filch. I want to hear what his alibi
I don't want to
is.
get anywhere near this guy. If he tries to steal our Millennium Bracelet and actually gets away with it, I'll just
Who
go
is
in.
that? Why is Zach in
That's
the
the guy who's-
background?
That's
the
the
murder
guy!
suspect. That's the murder victim.
It's the guy who
Such a
died.
Zach character.
What are you
dead.
talking about?
This is that character.
This is a Zach
That's-
character.
He does have whiskers.
It is awful. Terrible, I say. Somebody help!
Oh, look, it's Mr. Wait, what was it again? Finch?
No. My name is Filch. Phineas Filch. Keep on pilfering, and you might wind up a jailbird instead.
He has no gums.
So what? That's for right now. So what seems to be the problem, Mr. Filch? Oh, it's just terrible. Terrible, I tell you. Come quick. Okay. What's the deal with
You
him
can't
all
just
of a
tell me to
sudden?
do that.
Come now.
I'm trying.
Oh,
Looks like
There's
some
I
kind
mean,
zombies
we
in the
already kind
background.
of predicted.
There are
what
zombies in the
this is.
background.
look at that guy. Why is he standing like this? He's like, "Brr, brr." Why is his chin so far forward? Look at the arch of his
go.
torso feeding into his chin.
Feeding to his-
Look at it.
It's like no. Well, you know what? This was Dr. Doofenshmirtz while he was trying to earn enough money to make the building.
I worked at Tenma Village for a while.
Apollo the lawyer.
I look like a good lawyer by comparison.
With my lawyer-inator.
With my lawyer in it, I can turn this convicted
With my
murderer
great
into a
lawyer,
prosecutor. It's the amazing Nine Tails mask.
Tails is.
The amazing Nine Tails.
It is
Oh,
pretty
right, the
cool.
wrestler who appeared during the festival's special event.
I mean, we already kind of like guessed who this was.
I assumed it was either Fulbright or the mayor, right? Because they're both like
think it's
former
Athena.
wrestlers.
Yeah. Would see Fulbright makes sense to me.
What's his
Plus, he's
mask
like
doing here?
blonde.
He'd never take off his mask like this. Someone must have killed him. What? Who would do such a thing?
Let's go over there in private.
Oh my God!
Zombies.
There's a third guy here that was behind Athena the whole time.
Yeah.
Him?
I didn't notice. Look. There's some white hair caught up inside this mask.
I guess it can't be Fulbright then, because Fulbright's blonde.
Fulbright has brown hair, so it must be the mayor. See, you can see him in the background. So, what makes you believe that the amazing Nine Tails has been murdered?
Why is he picking lint out of his pocket?
Do you really want to know? Well, you see, I pick up a lot of lint because I'm a kleptomaniac, and I just take it off of like desks and
lint.
stuff.
You
He's
can't tell
stealing
the
that-
maniac a joke. They take
he-
everything
That's how
seriously.
he helps clean up around the thing. He just steals all
That's
the
why he's a
little dirt
janitor.
particles.
He's a custodian.
You
Yeah.
really want to know, eh? You're a studious one, ain't you? Yes. I mean, no. I mean, just tell me, please. Well, it's like this. I dreamed of becoming a wrestler myself. Hey, how about you join me in a quest for the champion's belt? What a team! Me in my bandit's mask and you in that demon mask of yours. Demon mask? I wonder if I could make it big.
Apollo, let's save your pro wrestling debut until after the trial.
I like because once again, I like that canonically Apollo is a fucking minuscule human being. So him being like, him in the ring would be like fucking Little Mac against anybody.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah, would that be a good game? It's Punch Out, but it's wrestling.
Little neck.
WWE.
Oh no! I wasn't actually. Why did I let him pull me off topic like that?
Come on, Apollo. Ask him about the amazing Nine Tails murder already. So long.
I don't want to tell you.
Zach, all I'm seeing are those 3 keys, which I'm like, we should just take and then, open the lock boxes that are associated with
Well,
those keys.
so
and
my
put all his
thing,
money.
because I don't think he was wearing those before. I swear to God, at some point during this conversation, that's going to swap out with a widget, right?
Let's just kill him.
That'd be
Why
crazy.
would you want to do that? I'm just a janitor, man.
Okay,
Oh.
let's kill this guy.
All
Let's be
right,
the
all
deadly
right.
Yeah,
animals.
let's kill this guy.
The amazing Ninetales is our village's savior. And don't you forget it. Yo, look at him!
Oh shit!
His trademark's a gold cape made to look like a fox of a Ninetales. He whirls through the ring, smacking down Tenma wrestlers left and right. Oh, it's him. Oh, sorry. Okay. I misunderstood what this was. I didn't realize it was him 3 times. I thought it was like him
Yeah,
doing
3
a
different
pose
scenes.
while 4 people fought behind him.
Also, how come the guy in the red doesn't have line art on his like leotard thing? It looks like it was painted on just
That
afterwards.
is
It was
true.
originally
It
naked.
does look.
Oh shit!
Well,
That is
well,
really
Adrian, you
weird.
see, it's a tattoo actually.
I was gonna say they were like, wait, shit, we forgot to draw clothes on him. Just really quick, put your color. We forgot to liner. Just put the color in.
He'll be fine. He'll be fine. No one will notice.
No one knows that it looks naked.
No
He
one would know.
sparked the monster
How would they
craze,
know?
revitalizing Ninetales Vale in the blink of an eye. Yep, saved our village from becoming a ghost town. Now it's a yokai town.
Yokai.
The amazing Ninetales really does sound, well, amazing. Yeah, pretty amazing, huh? Oh, I don't. Wow, Jesus, this
What's with
animation
the
is
nostril
very involved.
flare?
That's why he's worshipped like a hero around here. I'm proud to be from the same village as him.
Come to think of it, you look kind of monster-like yourself, Mr. Finn.
That's very offensive.
That's so rude.
Guess it makes sense since you're from the same village as the amazing Ninetales.
I know.
Took it as a
A lot of
compliment.
people have told me I look like a yokai. Since when is that a compliment? Yay! Okay, so he just stole something.
He kicked you in the nuts.
Check your pocket. Oh, he put something in our pocket. Sick.
That, by the way, Grant, that's an animation where when he's doing something sneaky. He has a very specific animation for it.
That
Oh,
so that
really?
way you don't know like that he's gonna do it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it definitely hides his intentions. for
Keep
sure.
it. I got lots more. It's very
He could be
rare
a
that I get to do a
magician.
voice this fun, especially in an Ace Attorney game.
He could be a close-up magician instead of a custodian.
That's true.
Maybe it's a side gig for him. I don't know.
So you keep saying that the amazing Ninetales was killed. Well, what's the story behind that? Are you saying he was murdered because his mast washed up along the river outside? Oh my god! Look at my eyes. The only part of that's only part of it. The main reason is no one's seen him since the special event. Word around Ninetales Vale is he was killed by Tenma. You, it's just me.
The Zach Show.
Zach Show. Hello.
Yeah.
Zach with his shit ass audio. You villagers
Short
are
ass.
really superstitious, aren't you? That they are. We love conspiracy theories too, like the mayor's diabolical plot. The mayor of Tenma? What is he plotting? Rumor has it he's planning on releasing Okay. I mean, that happened, I think. I don't think it's a plan when it already happened.
Well, we don't know that.
Well, they
for
said the
sure,
door was
probably.
locked, right? All we saw was like the charm.
I guess
Also,
that's
that
true.
bird
The
thing
charm
flying
was
overhead,
removed.
right?
Well, we saw in the animation that
And
someone
then-
opened the door. Sorry, door.
Yeah, but and then it was like they were like we saw something in the air that looked like Tenma. So it's like it's weird, right? That's the whole point.
I mean, that was
It's like-
definitely just a kite, I think, right?
Tenma Taro is my favorite flavor of boba.
Yoko Taro is my favorite video game designer.
Hey Zach, did you know that in Nier Automata?
Shut That's why he wants the merger. He'll open the Forbidden Chamber once he's in control. That's quite a tale. And I ain't finished yet. There was only one person who could stop the mayor. Oh my god! Our hero, the amazing Ninetales. He vowed to
wait.
battle the mayor of Tenma and stop the municipal merger.
Grant, you see on the belt it says TCP. What do you think that stands for?
The corporate punch.
The corporate punch!
Oh.
He breaks up the mergers and everything, you know.
What did I say
tournament.
What did I say last week? I don't remember.
I do not remember.
I couldn't make this stuff up if I tried.
Apollo, we still have to ask him about the alderman's murder, remember?
Oh,
Thing
what?
here
Zach
for
on
it.
Zach? What the hell?
Zach on Zach is my fanfiction.
Jesus.
What?
Yeah,
Okay.
the one that I'm writing.
Right now? As we're playing this
As we
game?
speak,
Dang,
yeah.
dedication.
Mm-hmm.
I was in the caretaker's office, guarding the entrance like Mr. Cubey said I should. And I made doubly sure no one came in. I have a clear view of the foyer from where I work. He must be talking about this small room in the upper right. It definitely looks like he can keep track of comings and goings from there.
What if he got double conned and before he actually had 2 keys on him, and then now that we've seen him, he has 3 on him because he got out, not pickpocketed, or he got out like sleight of hand and someone put the key back on his
So you're saying that
necklace.
someone stole the key from around his neck and then later returned it and he didn't notice either?
Yeah. 'cause
That'd be
he's-
kind of sick, actually. Unfortunately, there's been an entire week between episodes, so I don't know.
So I don't remember, none of us will recall. Yeah.
Grant, do you remember?
Yeah, what game are we? Who are we?
What game is this?
Where are we? Who are you? Where am I?
All right, get out of my house.
And you have an alibi
We
to
are
back
where?
your statement up, right, Mr. Filch? I do indeed. I was with Mayor Tenma's aide. Florent LaBelle is his name. So the two of you were together. That's a pretty sound alibi, all right. Nobody came in or out of the manor around the time of the murder. No one definitely crept in through that window and then
That's
like
open.
went underneath your thing to go up the stairs.
No one crept through the open window in the background.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And if anyone did, that their security camera would have spotted them.
I wonder. Let's go check that security camera like view feed and let me see. Oh wait, look. That one window that's open doesn't appear to be in line of sight. Who would have guessed?
Saba, you can't know this yet. The game hasn't told us.
I don't know what you're
True.
talking about. I see an open window right there, Zach. The game's telling me everything I need to know.
So no one came in or out around the time of the murder. That means we're dealing with someone who was already inside when it happened. Not true.
It's coming from inside.
So do you?
It's coming.
So do you think
It's
this
coming.
mask is
Inside.
the real deal?
Oh my god.
Without a doubt. There's the mask worn by the amazing Ninetales. What about that white hair I found inside the mask?
Wait, I just thought of something. Remember the
I left the
gold
stove
envelope
on.
we found at the crime scene? Could it come from this mask? Look, there's even a spot where some fur is missing.
Then this places the mask at the crime scene at some point in time. Which means...
Does this
Does
mean
this mean-
the guy we saw was the criminal escaping?
It may, potentially. Someone with white hair who's linked with the murder and is against the merger. It would be... Yeah, that would be the mayor. No way. Could the amazing Ninetales and the alderman actually be brothers?
Something wrong, Apollo? You should see the look on your face.
Oh, no, it's nothing. Maybe Jinxie could tell us something since she works here. Golden fur reattached to the mask.
Hell yeah.
All right, I'm all done with you. I'm gonna
Why?
present to you this.
My badge.
My badge. You sneaky Lily Living.
Piece of shit.
I thought I'd hook you up with this bio, I know. That's pretty funny. All right.
Oh, I like
God.
this.
Where she would probably be here?
I think so.
Nope, that's
Nope.
Athena.
It's me. It's not ready for prime time.
It's still just a theory.
theory.
Yeah.
Oh
And
yes.
Athena's
Oh yeah,
period.
Grip. So I'm assuming we're gonna see Athena's like past, like at some point, like her origin story. But one of the details of her character that I think is very charming is that she's very protective of like her emotional state. Like she's always forcing herself to be really high energy and positive. But then the little robot around her neck has the ability to read like the subtle variations in her voice, and so it will just say things that she doesn't want it to say. So like in court, she was like trying to act all confident and brave, but in her mind she said, "I'm so scared," and then the widget goes, "I'm so scared," just like out loud.
That's funny.
I will say this actually is a pseudo origin story for her, right? Because remember, this is the first time she meets Apollo in this case.
This is her first case, yeah.
That is true.
Yeah. I profiled the killer.
Hold on 1 second. I gotta look something up real quick.
Remember
Because
back in the first game where Mia was like, "Wow, not a lot of people will take a murder case. The first case, very bold of you, Phoenix." And then in every single case after,
every-
every case is murder case.
Well, there is no. Well, unfortunately,
Everybody's
there's no
getting
other
murdered.
crime in this world because everything turns
is
to
true.
murder.
I mean, how's
Barely
Steer's
even
own
know her.
conflict?
That's true. The best course of action is a shotgun to the head.
What? That's not true at
You're
all.
so right.
No, it needs to be a complicated, convoluted murder that an attorney could reverse solve.
So you're telling me what is it? What was a Rube Goldberg machine shot?
Yeah, with
Oh
like breadcrumb trails.
no! I have been
What?
devastated. I wanted to
That's
look.
not
I
good.
wanted to. I wanted to look it up. But I made a terrible mistake.
Did you spoil yourself?
Well, not really. But I was like, because in my mind, it would be so funny if Athena was like a full foot taller than Apollo, just because he's so small. No, it turns out she's a fucking tiny person.
Well, she is taller than
Well-
Apollo, though.
No, apparently not. This is
Oh,
from
wow.
this is from a website where they took.
She's also like 16, so I don't know. It's,
Maya Fey is 5'3", Pearl Fey is 4'7". Wow, that's almost as tall as Saba.
I know.
Almost.
Anywho.
Pearl's just a little taller.
From what I saw, Athena's 5'5" and Apollo's 5'4".
I was about to say this.
What a short king.
I did my best. This actually makes because we have
Oh, it's a photo.
Athena Sykes
Gumshoe.
5'4", Apollo Justice 5'5", is what this guy says.
Oh, I thought it was reverse. I mean, I will
Maybe.
say that I saw a photo comparison where if you compare their sprites, Athena straight up just stands taller in her sprite than Apollo does.
I can see that.
Where the names are sideways.
Gumshoe. How I miss him.
Horrible
missed
gash-like mouth
Gumshoe.
from ear to ear. And wings.
And wings.
Black and sinister.
sinister.
That part was just my
I'll take
imagination.
Scratch
You
that,
think?
maybe. I tend to have an overactive imagination.
Oh, there you go.
My
Do
favorite
you like
character
Ninetales
time, I think.
Veil?
Ninetales Veil.
I was
Oh, look,
saying,
they're
I'd
having a
s-
sale.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Grant.
Ninetales Veil Sale.
Yeah.
Oh, look, there's Jinxie.
Milk, cheese, yogurt, ice cream, and...
Sounds like she's out grocery shopping. She must really like dairy products.
a charm to make better milkshakes, another cure to my lactose intolerance.
Hell yeah!
Maybe we should just
She's
stick to
so
soy
real.
milk.
She's so real.
Hell yeah.
Jinxie, hey, it's me. One of the guys that I've been hanging out with around here. He was super late to going to the zoo on last Sunday, and it was funny because it was just like, yeah, I'm lactose intolerant, and I had like a couple cheeseburgers last night with my friends, and I was like, why? And he's like, I love cheese, man. And it's like, is that just human nature to want what you can't have? You know?
Yes.
I mean, I don't like
Lactose
cheese that
intolerance.
much, but to each their own.
Ah!
What?
Another warding charm.
Yeah, that's her thing. She slaps warding charms at people.
Nice.
Mostly Apollo.
Good thing it has a
Is
low
cheap.
opacity so we can see it.
Oh, right. This is your first time meeting each other.
And
This is
Grant's first
Jinxie,
time.
Mayor Tenma's daughter.
Yeah.
She was the first to describe the crime scene.
Thanks.
To
Paul.
discover
so
that-
she's the one who. Hello. My name is Athena Sykes. I'm helping Apollo defend your father at his trial. Pleased to meet you.
Pleased to meet you too. Where's Trucy?
She went back to the office ahead of us. She wanted to make sure that she was gone before Grant returned to stream.
Ah!
But don't worry, Athena and I are on the case.
Wait, how do I know you didn't? That you didn't gobble her up alive?
Relax, I didn't eat her up, and I wouldn't do such a thing in the first place.
Oh, poor little Trucy.
I'm about ready for some tears of frustration myself.
She's quite an interesting character, huh, Apollo?
Jinxie, do you remember any more of what happened?
Not much, at least not yet.
But do you think Tenmataro was the but you do think Tenmataro was the killer, right? That yokai we saw at the festival?
I don't know anything about that.
Uh-huh, but you said Tenmataro murdered the alderman. It's okay, Jinxie, you get to what was that for?
People see things when they don't get enough sleep. There's no such thing as monsters.
Huh? What's gotten into her? So if there's no monsters, you admit I'm human?
No, you're still a demon.
Dude, what the fuck?
Good fuck.
Oh, I give up.
It seems like Jinxie doesn't want to talk about Tenmataro for some reason.
You like in the background, you see like a little crow like peeking around. It's like... But that's precisely what I need to know more about. Besides, she definitely thought there was a yokai here in the Fox Chamber, or there in the Fox Chamber. Jinxie, about this charm.
That's...
You gave me this when I was heading off to the scene of the crime. You thought Tenmataro was the murderer. That's why you gave this to me, right?
Yeah, that's true, but...
If there's anything else you could tell us, it would really help. And it would help your father, too.
Alright then.
Why do you think Temataro's the killer?
I saw him with my own eyes.
Oh, my very...
Tenmataro was right there in the manor.
Holy fuck. That's a cool shot, though.
Bird.
He escaped his prison.
Hit birdie.
Yeah, like his tongue's always out. And ran right by me.
This is what I look like when I'm playing the Eerie and Root. Anyway.
This is what I look like when it's midnight and want to get a snack from the fridge.
That's what I look like.
What?
Yeah.
Cup of ice cream!
This is me when I get invited to the food carts, and it's like, yes, chicken katsu!
Ah.
Jinxie, tell us everything you saw.
I called the police after I stumbled on the scene. I was just about to head back to the festival grounds when I saw Tenmataro.
Yeah.
It was right around here.
So escaped via
He
the
was running right
area.
at me. I was paralyzed with fear. Then there was no one around to help me. The foul beast raced right by me towards the foyer.
The
Or the
foyer. Mr. Filch and Mr. LaBelle were supposedly in the foyer at the time. That means they would have seen Tenmataro too.
Sounds like we better get their statements. We have to go back? Considering Jinxie's
past.
mental state, her eyes could have been playing tricks on her.
Apollo, remember the picture in this paper? Someone caught Tenmataro flying through the sky. I don't know. Reading Rainbow just suddenly popped in my mind. I wonder if it's the same
Reading Rainbow.
Tenmataro Jinxie says she
Dude,
saw.
you know what would be crazy? Imagine
Ridiculous.
they're like, we need to find who took this photo, and it's fucking Lotta Hart, and she comes back.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
God.
Please, I don't want that.
Tenmataro is the killer. I saw him too.
Oh. Jinxie works at the Alderman's Manor, so maybe she can shed some light on this. So, no one knows the amazing Ninetales' true identity, huh?
They say no one's ever seen him without his mask.
Doesn't that make you want to know even more?
That's why matches where wrestlers try to expose their opponent are so popular.
Wait, you mean expose as in stripped naked? Hello?
Apollo's mind is on something else ever since.
Meant.
Since Apollo hasn't seen Gavin for months, he's been thinking about things. Sounds like a demon.
Things have been on his mind.
The only thing the winner removes is the loser's mask. To have your mask torn off is the worst humiliation a wrestler could suffer.
Well, that's like luchador shit, but okay.
That's why their masks are more important to them than life itself. So you see, the unmasking matches are life and death battles for wrestlers.
That means this mask didn't just happen to wash up along the riverbank. There's gotta be a story behind it.
No one can stop the amazing Ninetales.
Bet she'd be shocked to find out he's really the alderman. That'd be kind of sick if because the only other person, oh no, his hair is black. I was gonna say because he had like the head covering, but no, his hair is black. Yeah, there really is only 2 characters that have white hair so far.
Unless they're lying and someone actually dyes their hair.
Unless it's Florin LaBelle.
This guy that we don't know. That's
Yeah,
true.
Yeah.
he is just a silhouette.
How
We saw him in the
many
opening cutscene.
buff dudes with white hair can we cram into this case before it becomes obvious that we're giving you red herrings?
More.
What about the yokai you saw at the scene of the crime? Anything else stand out?
Actually, I heard the strange jangly sound.
A jangly sound? Can you be a little more specific?
Like he had a bunch of keys.
My memory's kind of fuzzy. But I vaguely recall seeing Tematara holding a staff or something like that.
Okay, sure.
The picture updated.
Maybe that's what was making the strange sound.
Does Tematara usually carry a staff?
Good question. I've never heard anything like that. It's not shown on the scroll.
How about in other documents? Any of them show Tematara with a staff?
This is the only known document depicting Temataro. After all, those who needlessly depict a demon are forever cursed.
Then what's the deal with the Temataro you saw, Jinxie?
What's the deal?
Seems those who foolishly chose to depict the demon are
Who foolishly chose.
foolish
samurai warrior.
Oh, we get her.
Foolish Ninetales warrior.
We get her. We get her statement.
twisted samurai.
Good.
After leaving the scene, called the police, pressed each other. He was carrying a staff-like implement that jangled. She couldn't call for help because there was no one else in the hall.
Actually, Mr. LaBelle told me not to tell.
Mr. LaBelle.
Papa's aide.
Oh, right. The
Papa.
other guy who was supposedly in the foyer at the time of the crime. And what exactly did he tell you?
Keep the village superstitions in mind before you go talking about seeing Temataro at the time of the crime.
Tenmataro at the time.
They say you must not gaze upon Temataro, but in the event that you do look,
La-
and then tell anyone what you saw, Temataro will claim your soul.
I don't know. I think I'm okay claiming the loose wrapping arm tape that I saw on Tenmataro last time. I think I'm pretty okay at telling people that.
And that's
Never
something
know.
everyone knows? Sounds like a bunch of baloney to me.
Everyone from babies to the village elders know about it. But I didn't because I'm not from around here.
Hey, come to think of it,
See, look!
why is everyone hiding their
Tape!
faces? It's true. That is clearly tape. You're there.
He'll show your soul. Oh, so bright.
The guy at the special event thing said almost exactly the same thing.
Apollo, do you think this LaBelle guy actually believes in Tenmataro?
I seriously doubt it. He's not even from Ninetales Vale.
Then why would he try to keep Jinxie from talking?
Because he's a murderer. Good question. I think we'd better go have a word with him. Wait, so we have to get statements from... Well, no, we already needed statements from LaBelle, so never mind. Time to unmask this monster of mystery.
Time to unmask the mystery. That was my line.
Oh, sorry.
Mother Chucker.
The last time I saw Mr. LaBelle, he was relaxing in the foyer. You know, the one you just left.
Bueno, next stop, the mayor's foyer. With any luck, he'll be waiting there for us.
QB Manor. Foyer.
There's no one here. Guess our luck isn't so good when it comes to Mr. LaBelle.
Maybe he's out for a walk or something? Somebody left something on the sill of the caretaker's office window. Oh, hey, it's a TV program guide. Tenma Town Pro Wrestling, Howlin' Wolf versus Pretty Boy Vampire. Nice.
By Timothy Twilight.
By
Hell
Timothy
yeah,
Twilight.
dude!
Hell yeah.
It's a wolf versus vampire? What a... That's on the
Peekaboo,
nose.
I found you, yokai of the Amazon. Join the hunt for Tofu Taro, a high-protein yokai said to fight cancer and heart disease.
I like that. I don't know why, yeah.
I like whatever the top is, their chain reaction starring Phil Lynn and Mo Blocks.
Mo Blocks!
Roblox.
Something Sunset Course French. Not the French.
Ugh,
Married a yokai?
no.
Episode 8. Wait, you're really human? Oh, sorry. That was really good.
My
What?
favorite
Hey,
guy.
what you think you're doing?
It's a... Oh, Mr. Filch. What can we do for you?
I bet she was going to scream monster, which really isn't much of a stretch. Ain't nothing I need you to do for me. Well, what business do you got with my TV listings? Oh no, it just caught my eye. Can I ask if you watched this pro wrestling program today? Yep, was a match between a couple of rank amateurs. No. It was a complete disaster. I reckon even I could have done better than that. I seriously doubt that. I stole their mask!
TV listings.
Okay. So he watched it at 3. I don't remember if 3 p.m. matters.
There's
I almost
something you wanted
forgot
to
there's
ask
something I
him.
wanted to ask him. Mr. Filch, did you see anything unusual around the time of the murder? For example, Tenmataro or something like that? Tenmataro? So you did see him? My, how clean and
What?
shiny your forehead is again today, Mr. Lawyer, sir. I bet you shine it up every day real pretty like. The ladies must love it. Don't change the subject. And FYI, that was a seriously bad attempt at flattery. Jinxie said she saw Tenmataro flee toward the foyer. Well, okay. You are now telling on her, saying that she told on Tenmataro. So whoever was actually Tenmataro is absolutely gonna kidnap her. Right?
Yeah, Apollo should have said someone said, you know, they saw
Exactly.
him.
Like someone said that she saw or something. So it's like not guaranteed proof. So you must have seen him too if you were here. Yipes! Wow, I really pushed a button there. Well, did you see anything or not?
Oh, this was the guy
my
from the
lord.
intro, right?
Yeah.
Oh, well, you know.
Can you stop caressing your lettuce, please?
Your head of cabbage.
Exactly.
You're wrong. It is a succulent.
Well, congratulations, motherfucker. You're now voicing this guy.
Yes, I you just...
Over it, Saba.
That is quite enough. I must ask you not to pester my friend anymore.
Yipes! Forgive me for being pestered, sir. And you are?
I am Florence LaBelle,
Biggest theme.
Beau Divine and personal aide to Mayor Damien Tenma.
Trying to listen to the theme. Can you stop fucking fidgeting with that thing?
No.
It's so obvious that there's gonna be a thing later where it's like, oh, a green leaf landed somewhere, and it's fucking whatever.
Hang on, wait. Do you know what his lips remind me of in this sprite? Hang on.
I'm concerned.
I'll get it. One second.
If you post fucking Mr. Poe.
No, here, look at his lips.
Oh my god.
Baldy's facing. Oh, that's funny.
Am I wrong?
No, you're not. You're not overtly wrong.
You're so right, bestie.
Bo divine, more like yokai grotesque. This place is crawling with monsters. Well, what yokai is this guy supposed to be? Oh my god!
Oh,
It was
perfume.
excuse me. Oh, it's perfume.
Oh,
Okay,
it's a perfume in their pocket. That's funny. What the heck was that for?
It was just a little cologne. You had a look of stinky sweat about you. It's from my own original brand of cosmetics called Je suis la belle. Did you like that?
Fucking gross.
What a heavenly scent.
Saba, you have done nothing wrong, but that was gross. I think you just paralyzed my olfactory receptors.
I suppose such a scent would be difficult for a peasant to appreciate. I'll have you know that is brand number 5. Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Combo number 5?
It's my way of introducing myself. Enjoy.
Grant, did I tell you about the great joke that Adrian told last week that Saba then immediately torpedoed?
Yes.
Where's my bottle of adieu so I can return the favor? Enough about the cologne. Please tell us what you saw around the time of the murder. Oh, hello. I heard you're the one who told Jinxie not to mention what that she saw Tenmataro.
Why, that little... So she told you she
Bitch.
saw that demon, did she? Mr. LaBelle, do you mind if I ask whether you believe in the village superstitions? Oh, please. I was merely trying to keep with traditions. Nevertheless, I will say this. I wouldn't stick my nose into this whole Tenmataro business if I were you. Bad things happen to those who do. That much is true. He is one scary monster. I will say, this is fun. Guy's voice.
I'm about to say, like, this has been a great case so far, because none of it, like, it's all just been kind of fun, you know?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, there's a murder, but, like, we get to do all this fun shit in between. That's crazy. You really expect me to believe that monsters are real?
Oh, well, you're real, and you sure look like a monster.
Look who's talking! So, Mr. LaBelle, you did— Ah!
Little Jinxie has an active imagination. Isn't that right, Phineas?
That's right. I didn't see nothing, especially not Tenmataro.
As for me, I only see things of beauty. That's why I could barely see you.
Got 2 words for this guy. Total freak.
God, his triangular silhouette is so jarring. His buttons on his like coat are bows.
Correct. I noticed that earlier. It's
crazy.
deeply upsetting. Could I ask you what you were doing at the time of the crime?
In other words, you'd like to hear my alibi? To think you'd suspect me of all people.
Oh no, it's just a formality. Ah!
This guy's epaulettes are staplers.
How dare you doubt me? That's an affront to beauty itself. You
Yes!
obviously can't see straight.
Have a taste of my Joker gas.
Like the headline by Joker gas. Baby.
This guy is the Joker, by the way.
Well, he is covering his mouth when he spritz.
Look at that
What
smile.
were
He is
we
the Joker.
doing, you ask? Go ahead, Filchi. Answer the question.
Ugh, I don't call
At
that.
the time of the crime, we were in this here foyer.
Exactly. Good answer, Filchi. Good answer.
Is there? Okay, I mean, Saba, as
Is there,
people who
like,
don't
camera
know,
evidence?
what is the over/under of this person just being the murderer?
We saw him in the
We
intro
saw
cutscene.
him. I'm pretty sure it's
Did
he
we?
killed. Yeah, yes, Zach.
Did you not see in the intro cutscene he lifted that spear and said good night and then stabbed the guy?
I didn't remember this guy in the slightest.
He
Welcome,
was
Zach.
in the intro cutscene. He stabbed the guy. 'Cause they
Okay.
always tell you their killer is.
Welcome
So-
to the murderer.
So it's dramatic irony then. Got it.
Yeah, like the
Okay.
first case.
Yeah, same as last time.
I was just being redacted.
You've said quite enough.
What is with these two? Great, now he's got me talking like that. Oh, what is with these two?
Are we quite through here? I am a very busy man, you
I
know.
have to fondle my cabbage lettuce.
Remember, it is a succulent.
Right, thank you for your help. These two were in the foyer, but didn't see Tenmataro.
Come along, Filchi.
Where are we going? Oh, right, we gotta practice those statements for tomorrow. Yikes! My eye!
You're going to dig your own grave with that big mouth of yours.
What does he mean, practice statements?
Now, if you would excuse me, it's time to touch up my makeup. And like, there's just copious amounts of like blood splatter on his face, and he's just like, I don't bother to wash it. It's like, what is it? It's a memorable piece. I don't know what that.
What?
I don't know. It's like a memento. That's what it is. It's a memento of the murder.
No, that's from Persona.
Oh, you're right. Gosh darn it. Apollo, I know this sounds strange, but Mr. LaBelle seems unusually preoccupied with Tenmataro.
Really? How can you tell?
Well, it's kind of hard to explain. You see, I can read people's emotions from the tone of their voice.
You mean you have good ears?
Something like that. People's emotions are expressed in the tone of their voice. I said that 5 seconds ago. And my ears can pick up on even the subtlest of tones for some reason.
For some reason. That's an interesting skill, but what do you mean he's preoccupied with Tenmataro?
I'm not exactly sure, but it was like he was obsessed with the thought of Tenmataro. That's what I picked up from his voice, anyway.
Everywhere we turn, it's Tenmataro this, Tenmataro that.
Tenmataro this, Tenmataro that. We should go talk to the mayor, too.
Sounds like a plan. We need to get to the bottom of that rumor about him wanting to release Tenmataro.
Maybe he just took you there. You didn't have to travel.
Was it, Adrian, was this you? I know this was you last week, but did you say that you wanted Grant to do this or no?
I was hoping Grant would do this.
Okay.
Oh,
Get volunteered, idiot.
get volunteer.
Something wrong, Apollo? Where did your enthusiasm go?
What am I doing asking the mayor if he ever thought about releasing Tenmataro? At best, he'll think I'm an idiot. At worst...
Oh, he's here.
Oh my god, that's right.
It's so nice to finally meet you. I'm Mr. Justice's partner, Athena Sykes. I'm looking forward to working with you, Mr. Tenmataro. I think she forgot.
It's
Remember?
Damien Tenma.
Oh, yes, I look forward to working with you, too.
Thank you, Alan Rickman.
Hey, it's appropriate.
He didn't mind Athena calling him a completely wrong name.
Apollo, he's just as kind and gentle looking as I had imagined.
Luckily for you, after that blunder you just made. There was something I wanted to talk to you about. There are rumors going around about how you want to or did set Tenmataro free.
What utter nonsense. They always assume the worst of me because of the way I look. But those rumors don't have a shred of truth, I tell you.
A little touchy about his appearance, isn't he?
What he really needs is to work on. What he really needs to work on are his people skills. So the rumor has it that you want to push the merger through in order to release Tenmataro. Of course, that's a bunch of baloney, isn't it?
It's exactly what I want to do.
Sorry, if I offended you.
So that's the talk around town, is it?
I can see how that would make you angry.
What if Jinxie's schoolmates start teasing her about this?
Huh?
I must break out of here at once. Her tormentors must be taught a lesson.
No, wait. First, we have to get you a not guilty verdict.
Don't try to stop me. This is about a father's duty to his darling daughter. Hold tight, sweet Jinxie. Daddy's coming to save you.
Relax. We'll look out for your daughter until we can get you free.
Is that so? You don't need me to go straighten things out myself.
Oh boy. They'd probably call in the SWAT team if he showed up at her school.
I feel like if he really wanted to, he could just Akuma face through the bars and go to his daughter.
he just like does the blue shift and just like. Oh right, I ought to ask about the reason behind the merger. What's the reason behind the merger?
Barely even know her.
Oh.
Yes, well, it's not quite an attractive prize in terms of tourism.
Hello?
Oh.
Wait, that's our Millennium Bracelet, right?
Oh!
Oh my god.
Sure, I played a bit of hardball, but only when I deemed it necessary.
I knew it, my bracelet's reacting.
In case you forgot, because it's the first time it's coming in this game.
Bracelet!
I'm fucking
What is
lying.
it, Apollo?
Mayor Tenma may not be telling the whole truth.
Really? How can you tell?
Because once again, it's like Athena, like, sure, the hearing thing is bullshit, but at least they, like, kinda make sense where it's like, oh, you don't sound like you're telling the complete truth. Whereas in fucking Apollo's case, it's like, my Millennium Bracelet tells me you're lying. It's like, what?
It's like
Lie.
You're lying.
Remember, because Apollo and Athena both have equal powers, they're equally powerful.
People invariably tense up when they lie. That's where my bracelet comes in. I can sense when the person I'm talking to is feeling tense, because it begins to feel tight on my arm.
No way! You can do that?
Wait, so you believe me? Just like that?
Sure. Each of us has our own special gifts.
Our own special powers, if you will.
Fuck up, nerd ass. I'm like 20 something, and you're like 16, I think. Here.
I think.
Or 19, I think.
Won't it show in the... Yeah.
18. Sorry, my
18.
apologies. Oh yeah, Athena has a gift too. Her special sense of hearing.
That she just told you about like 5 seconds ago.
Still, what do you think the mayor is lying
I
about?
don't know, but it's our job to find out. It's been a while since my bracelet last reacted like this.
The whole
Let's
game.
see if I
even.
still remember how to do this. God, how fucking funny would it be if, like, Ace Attorney 7, Apollo comes back and he's like an old, he's like older, he's like a full ass adult now, and he's like dating, and it's just like he has to constantly ignore the Millennium Bracelet, like constricting his wrist because his girlfriend's telling like little white lies all the time, and he's like, but I can't call her out on it.
I can't perceive.
First, I touch the.
Perceive!
Fucking stupid. Ah! Yes, I remember this feeling of intense concentration.
Why are you
My
staring at me like
ADHD.
Why are your eyes bulging out of your head?
Like that one video of the black guy who goes like, and his eyes like almost pop out of the sockets. Billy, you see the smallest twitch, the slightest frown that no one else can see. And when he lied, a certain habit made itself clear under his right eye.
You're freaking
His
me
eye
out.
twitch?
He just
Yeah.
twitches a bit. Trying to pull the wool over my eyes. I got a pour. Is that the right pour?
I think so.
I always thought
Or
it
it
was
could be a
pour
pun.
like you pour a drink.
Or it could be a pun of the fact that like he's looking at his face.
And a pour with that spelling is also a verb. That's the verb form where you think, study hard.
Oh, that's interesting. When it does, I'll perceive.
Yeah.
It's so slow. Well, he says in terms of tourism, assuming that's the lie.
Gotcha!
Gotcha!
Fucking liar!
Mr. Mayor, please, can you trust us with the truth? Or you can trust us with the truth?
The truth, I don't understand.
When you mention tourism,
You're
the bottom
scaring
of your
me.
right eye
Why
started
does he
twitching.
do this? He didn't
What
need to do
nonsense
that.
is this? So what if it did?
Please tell us more about your merger bid.
What more is there to tell?
Why were you really seeking to merge with Ninetails Vale?
I already told you, tourism. The monster craze really revitalized the village, making it quite the prize.
You really don't trust us, do you? Why wouldn't you trust us?
You're freaking out right now. What
That
are
was
you
the
talking
truth!
about? Athena, this man, please restrain him. Please restrain your partner. The village has been hot
I
property
turn
ever
and my fucking magnifying
I know,
glass
this is
eyes like go
psychotic
right to
right
Athena's
now. I don't know
forehead,
how
and
to
I'm
get
like,
near
he's
him."
lying!
He's lying, I know it.
Oh my god, you know what Apollo's eyes do naturally is what Ted Tonight's goggles do.
Oh my god, with the fucking zoom? I think you've yet to realize what you're saying contradicts the facts. You say that the monster craze really revitalized Ninetails Vale, so you felt it would be an attractive prize for its tourism. But that would contradict this!
My badge, dumbass.
Photo of the hero who sparked the monster craze. Is this what they're talking about?
Maybe.
Whatever.
I'll never tell.
The monster craze in Ninetails Vale is a very recent phenomenon. It was sparked when the amazing Ninetails rose up against the municipal merger. The village was practically a ghost town before then.
Ugh.
So, you see, you couldn't have possibly seen it as an attractive prize for its tourism. What's the real reason behind your push to merge Tenma Town with Ninetails Vale, huh?
Well,
Stop stammering and answer the question! He shits himself.
Krakatoa.
Krakatoa.
Krakatoa. Oh no.
You ready to tell me the truth now?
Honestly, I never wanted to pursue the merger in the first place. But I had no choice if I wanted to protect my darling little Jinxie.
Protect her from what?
I received a threat. It said either I go through with the merger or my Jinxie dies.
That's pretty fucking
Okay.
intense, my guy.
That's a lot.
What?
How awful! Who would do such a thing?
I don't know. But whoever blackmailed me must be connected to the murder.
So definitely, well, once again, we already know, but definitely your aid, right? You're
It was
very
Jinxie.
clearly evil aid.
It was
What
my
is it with
daughter.
chancellors and right-hand mans being guilty all the time?
I'm just saying, man. Like it's a classic thing. That's why it's my dream job.
To be a right-hand
an
man?
evil-
I would, dude. I would fucking kill to be like the Grand Vizier of some like royal like majesty, so that way I can be in their ear all whispering about like the evils of their actual friends.
Wow.
What?
Can't believe it.
You get listen. I can have my dreams.
Well, first you would kill to get that job, but then you would kill while on the job.
Oh,
Yeah, you should
absolutely.
go on the
What?
job.
It's like that's just a prerequisite. It's like how you need a college degree to get like most tech jobs now. It's like to be a Grand Vizier, you have to have committed murder at least twice.
Grand Vizier.
See.
Wait, so you think the blackmailer and the killer could be one and the same?
Alderman QB was immensely popular, so you have to ask who would want him dead. The blackmailer who wanted the merger at all costs had all the motive in the world.
But why go from blackmail to murder? The merger protests won't disappear just because the alderman was killed.
Could it be? What if there was another reason for the murder?
Like what?
Maybe the blackmailer discovered Alderman QB's secret identity. About him being a professional wrestler. His secret identity that was a threat to the blackmailer's murder scheme.
What do secret identities have to do with anything, Apollo?
I have evidence revealing the Alderman's secret identity. Maybe it's time to use it. So I would present.
Thank you for not being crazy anymore.
Yeah, sorry, I get like that sometimes.
You should probably see someone about that.
Okay, listen, guy. It helps me with my job, okay?
Does that mean it's healthy?
It's not about health. Okay, listen, guy. You're the one in prison, all right?
And you're the one who's supposed to get me out.
You know, the best response would have been like, but which of us is truly behind bars?
My prison is physical while yours is mental. That's the amazing Nine-Tails mask. What is the meaning of this?
This mask was almost definitely at the crime scene, and there was some white hair inside.
White hair, you say?
There is but one person with white hair in the manor that day.
What are you saying?
You know which man I'm talking about, right? I'm talking about Rex QB, the amazing Nine-Tails himself.
No way!
The Alderman was impossible!
Wait, come to think of it, Alderman QB was a former pro wrestler. So the blackmailer turned killer when he discovered the Alderman's secret identity.
Didn't I just say that? But yeah, the amazing Nine-Tails was a threat to the blackmailer's scheme. He opposed the merger, and as a result, single-handedly sparked the monster craze.
Even so, what was the mask doing at the crime scene?
There had been an event at the manor, and maybe Alderman QB had taken part in it, if you get my drift. He jumped from the roof of his manor and survived.
This is absurd.
Mr. Mayor, do you have proof that the threat that was made? Do you have proof of the threat that was made against you?
Yes, a blackmail letter. Unfortunately, it disappeared after the murder. I've been carrying it around in my briefcase, but now it suddenly vanished.
The letter or the briefcase? Because
Yes.
if it's the letter, then it's clearly someone who has access to your briefcase. If it's your briefcase, that's a different question. The blackmailer must have taken it with them after they killed the alderman. Well, at least we've clearly established the killer's motive. Adrian.
Mayor Tenma, visiting hours are over.
It would appear that visiting hours are, according to the Kermit back there.
According to the Kermit.
Apollo, do you really think that the Tenma Taro that Jinxie saw is the killer?
Hey, what happened to the staff? I don't know.
Tell.
All I know is there's no such thing as monsters.
What about the newspaper article? Could the killer have purposely freed Tenma Taro to do their dirty work?
Oh, come on,
Probably
there
just
wasn't
like
any
a
Tenmataro released in the first
alibi.
place.
Yes, but the only suspects that police have right now are the mayor and a yokai.
We'll probably be arguing whether there was a yokai involved in court tomorrow. I can already see that look of disbelief in the judge's face.
Apollo, are you alright?
I'm fine. I'm fine. I'll, think of something better, because I can't very easily say a flying demon was the killer. At this point, the only thing I know for sure is tomorrow's going to be one doozy of a trial. It's at the end of the day. Sick. All right, I'm gonna take an opportunity to blow my nose.
Continued. Wow, save your progress. He didn't even save before he left.
How dare the gall?
The audacity.
What do you think about the case so far, Grant?
Nuts. I'm confused, but it seems fun.
What are you confused by? What's confusing? There's monsters in the village, clearly.
You're right. Monsters in the village. Like How did they even find the body? Was it just like one day, like, boom?
Well, the intro cutscene showed our defendant and the murder victim passed out in chairs, with the murder victim having a fucking stab through his heart with a giant spear.
Oh,
and
God.
Sick.
then Jinxie found the corpse and reported it. Oh, look, Grant, now you can see the really low couch they have in the waiting room.
That is a really low count.
It's lower than that end table there.
You got to do a full squat to get in and out of it.
Your knees are higher than your chest when you sit on that couch.
Hell yeah.
Are you okay, Athena? You've been really antsy ever since we got here.
I'm just excited. This is my first real court case after all.
Yeah, a really ball of excitement she is. I know just what she needs. Athena!
Oh no.
Ah! Didn't you ever learn about indoor and outdoor voices?
I'm just trying to show you the best way to relieve your pre-trial jitters.
By scaring the daylights out of me?
No, I find that shouting, "I'm fine!" in a loud voice really relieves stress. It's part of my Chords of Steel voice workout, and a must before every trial.
This is the first day of trial, right?
You want me
Yeah.
to shout? Here?
That's right. Here, I'll go first, then you try.
Oh.
I'm Apollo Justice, and I'm fine!
All right. I'm Athena Sykes. And I'm fine.
And then Widget pops in and says, like, I'm freaking out, I'm freaking out, I'm freaking out. Hold on, my camera's fucked up again. God damn it.
Widget pops out, it's like, this is really fucking lame.
What a dork ass.
Dork ass motherfucker.
Dork ass motherfucker.
Widget's like, I can't believe my boss is so lame.
I think that actually worked.
I thought it might help. Always works for me. An old friend of mine from junior high and I say it all the time.
I see. A proven remedy to calm the soul. I like it.
Claim the soul.
Claim the soul.
Hey, how about we finish off with a race around the courthouse?
The point is to relieve stress, not get totally exhausted.
Hello, Mike. Grant is here.
I am old.
He's the other dude.
Hey, Phoenix is here.
I look so
it's Phoenix. It's Phoenix. He looks normal.
He's got little tired marks on his eyes next to his nose.
He's old now.
What's with all the racket, you two? Ah, Mr. Wright. Just a little voice workout. Hey, what's with the suit? Oh, this? I was thinking about getting my attorney's badge back, that's all. Oh, you don't have it yet.
Do you see it on his jacket? His lapel? I think
that's
not.
all? That's huge news. But why now?
He's naked.
I have a feeling I'll be needed in the courtroom again sometime soon.
I have a feeling you're gonna fuck this up, and I'm gonna have to save your ass.
But we can talk. But we can talk about that another time. I have a feeling that you're gonna get incapacitated in a fucking courtroom bombing, and then I'm gonna have to step in. No fair. Inquiring minds want to know. Wow. I'm so used to him in his usual laid-back clothes. Where he just looks like a bum.
That was all an act.
That suit makes him look like $1 million. By the way, have you heard about the prosecutor assigned to this case? Yeah, he's serving time, but before that, he was a prosecutor. He also uses psychology? That's right. Oh. Sorry, Moobot killed somebody in chat again. That's right.
Rip.
I've heard the rumors about how he was back before his conviction. Wait, hold on. Sorry. I misunderstood. I thought he was a convicted murderer, got let go, and then became a prosecutor. You're telling me that he was a prosecutor, murked somebody, and is still being used in court?
Apparently.
Yeah, it's like how they have. It's like the Suicide Squad, but for law.
That's even more insane than what I thought it was.
Squad for law. That's
Jesus
pretty great.
Christ.
Yeah, they're really struggling for prosecutors.
Like I said, there was 4 before. There was the Von Karmas and Edgeworth, and now that they're both gone.
Jesus. Using the power of suggestion, he could make even the most stalwart defense confess. Psychology in the courtroom. Been hearing a lot about that lately. So he must be a pretty scary guy, considering he's a prison inmate and all. So they say. They also say he'll cut you down if you talk too much. Ah! I knew he was gonna be bad news. It's probably just hyperbole. At least I was gonna say hyperbole.
Hyperbole.
I looked at that and thought my brain went hyperloop.
Hyperloop. At least I hope for your sake. Wait, so is it true or not? Anyway, let's just say you should be concise and choose your words carefully. If you'd like to keep that head of yours attached to the rest of your body, that is. That's a fucked up thing to say, my guy. Yikes!
You know, if you want to live.
I better tone down my cords of steel, too. So, are you all
Calls it how
ready?
he sees it, okay? He's trying to help Apollo.
It might be a good idea to check out the court record again before stepping into
For
the
some
ring.
reason, I thought that said it might be a goon idea to check out the court
A
record.
good idea.
Good idea.
Don't goon all over the court record, Apollo. It's valuable evidence.
Sorry, I was taking
Silent.
Sorry, Apollo,
Oh,
busy
I
gooning
was like,
all over
did
the
Zach
court
die?
record there.
I was taking a drink.
Think about gooning.
I'll be watching from the gallery. Good luck. Thanks!
Okay, let's do this.
The odds of pulling this off are ridiculously low, but that's nothing new.
True.
Believe in our client, seek the truth. That's all we can do.
Now that we have magic mumbo jumbo / not magic.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
magic. You're just, like, talented, I think?
You're just cool.
Oh. Well, help
But the
magic
prosecutors have
jumbo.
power too in orange text.
In orange text. You know, that would be really convenient actually for someone like me. It's like when I'm talking to somebody, if like the important shit was highlighted in orange.
The spark notes.
Oh, 3D judge.
Whoa,
Welcome back.
whoa.
Welcome back.
It's the same guy.
Alright.
All right.
Are we gonna do, it's time to see the prosecutor too.
Court is now in session for the trial of Damien Temma.
Oh, there it is.
Apollo Justice, defense team leader, is ready, Your Honor.
I know that big booming voice anywhere. As chipper as ever, eh, Mr. Justice? But who is the young lady next to you?
I am Athena Sykes, Mr. Justice's junior partner, and fresh out of law school.
You really want to announce that?
Well, now, full of beans too, eh? Excellent. Makes an old man feel young again. Now for the prosecution. Where the fuck is he? His prosecution's not ready yet.
He's being brought from jail.
Never fear, for I shall explain. It's just a minor procedural complication. The prosecutor for this case is being escorted from prison as we speak.
What a fucking
Yes, I was
stupid
right.
thing.
Prison? Oh, yes, of course. I almost forgot that he is currently serving time.
Ready for the
Stupidest-
cutscene?
Holy.
Oh my! Is he getting
Oh my!
Hannibal Lecter
Oh
rolled in?
my
That'd be
God!
Will's an inmate.
Oh yeah, this definitely isn't a Saba character. Clearly.
Mm.
He's got a cool design. I can't see it yet,
Yeah,
but I
does he?
know. It was in a picture somewhere.
But even a convicted murderer still got a job to do and duties to perform.
Fuck off!
This is your community service.
This is standard prison uniform, by the way.
Of course. They look sick as hell.
Oh man,
God.
I love this fucking edgy samurai guy. Oh my god. Oh my god, and he even has his own fucking like icon. It's literally a black quill.
The only character I have right now is Jinky,
Yes.
so I figure I would take him.
Yeah, go for it,
Yeah.
man.
It's all you, Adrian.
See, he's cool as hell.
Who's that with his back to us over there?
That's him. I'm sure of it. Prosecutor Blackquill.
Is the prosecution ready?
Sick as hell.
Saba, be
Sick as
honest.
hell. Look
Be
how cool he is.
honest.
We'll have to learn more, okay?
This is a
do you?
Genshin character.
100%.
Enough jabbering. Get on with it already.
Of course, forgive me.
Why are all the people related to this case so scary?
Very well. Prosecutor Blackwell, your opening statement, if you please. You're
He
still...
has shackles still.
What's the matter?
Must we continue to fritter away time like this?
Wait. Why'd you
I
just
like
do that
fun.
head poking thing like you're fucking Edgeworth? Is that just a thing that all prosecutors do?
It's Edgeworth in disguise.
Well, he did it slightly
been
different. than
undercover
Edgeworth
for,
is.
like,
He
Well, he
found
did.
his own
Well,
way.
he did do it slightly different than Edgeworth, but like Payne, Edgeworth, Francisca, and Von Karma all do that, where they're just like,
That's the first lesson you learn in prosecutor school.
just like how the first lesson at Defender School is how to point.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I gotta.
You have to point to yourself.
It is all right there in the indictment. An opening statement would be pointless.
Pointless.
It looks like the cat, or in this case, the prosecutor, has the judge's tongue.
Well, his theme.
Ooh. But we need an opening statement as an overview of the case at hand.
Not true.
Well then, your boldness, if it's so very important, why don't you do the honors?
Dude,
Oh, shit.
I like this guy. This is really fun.
The Zack and Saba character.
See? I told
Well,
you.
because it's like, it's Saba in aesthetics, but this is absolutely a character I would write.
There's a term for people who whine and fuss about how they need silly, useless things.
Little
And then
bitches.
decide they no longer want once it's theirs. A selfish old fool.
Oh,
You're a murderer.
yeah,
Wait.
I sentenced you.
Was that the prosecution's opening statement?
Old dotards such as yourself are a plague upon the young.
Is that the word, dotards?
I don't question
Better than the other one.
people right now.
Well, because I was thinking of, I thought it was going to be duller, but daughter, because you could say doddering old fool, so I guess that makes sense.
No, it is dotard. I was correct. I was
Interesting.
A
Well, I just never heard the word.
Poor
before.
grandchildren, or is it great grandchildren?
damn.
Wow, just like going in on the judge?
Yeah.
I'm infertile, so all these years
I'm infertile.
Did you forget
I
I'm a
suppose I
fool?
yeah, might be a nice change of pace.
What? He actually fell for that?
That must have been the power of suggestion.
Are you
power.
telling me the prosecutor's special power is negging?
Power word.
Yeah, his power.
Ah,
That's
yes.
fucking incredible. I love the idea of like, I'm gonna make you do what I want just by insulting you relentlessly.
The opening statement. Huh.
Oh my
Let's
god,
see
you
here.
have to do it.
Was one Rex QB, Alderman of the Nine Tails Vale, and the defendant, Damien Tenma, mayor of Tenma Town, is accused of his murder.
And what, pray tell, or sorry, and why, pray tell, was the mayor arrested?
His prints were on the murder weapon, so were his points.
Are we all okay? Do we need to take a minute?
Who
I was looking at something.
Everyone's so
he had a
flustered.
motive. The elimination of the biggest roadblock to the municipal merger. The caretaker and the secretary, other potential suspects, both have alibis. and his daughter, who was also in the vicinity at the time of the incident, has no motive.
So, in a nutshell,
I'd have to say the charges against the defendant are incontrovertible,
Not what that word means. Literally, my job is to controvert
are
them.
inconsequential.
Inconsequential. We can
bravo,
go
your
home.
baldness. Your
Yep.
years of experience shine bright like your head.
Why, thank you.
Flattery will get you everywhere.
Dude, he's actually just using like early 2000s like shithead dating tactics, negging the shit out of them, and then the second they do what you want them to do, you start complimenting them. God damn it.
He's playing Simon Says with the judge.
Moving right along now. Let's hear from our first witness today, Detective Fulbright.
Hello.
Hello, everybody. It's Markiplier. Witness, please state your name and occupation. I am the detective assigned to this case, Bobby Fulbright. Oh, and I'll also be keeping tabs on old Blackwell here. I also heard you would provide protection if it ever came to that.
It would seem that I have been sorely underestimated.
Wait, who's protecting who from what?
Still, I truly believe anyone can turn their life around. Blackwell here. Okay!
Fulbright, save your platitudes for funerals. Get on with your statement.
That's the spirit. Justice must be swift and true. I see it in your eyes. There is hope for your rehabilitation and return to society. I will never give up on you.
Prosecutor Blackwell doesn't seem to intimidate Detective Fulbright.
Well,
'cause he's
you know what they say,
kinda near
ignorance
him.
is bliss.
He's too stupid for a suggestion to work on him.
Oh, so that's why Detective Fulbright was assigned to Blackwell. He's so oblivious.
Now let's have your first statement, Detective Fulbright. You got it. But first, I'd like to say to the defense that justice will ultimately prevail.
That card
Blackwell,
looks like
Blackwell
a
comes
guy-
up and is like, I came here for a battle of wits, but it seems you are unarmed. And Fulbright's like, your mom sucked me good and hard through my jorts.
Oh my god.
And Blackwell just goes.
Alderman Cubey was murdered with a spear that had been on the wall. The fingerprints of the defendant, Damien Tenma, were found on the murder weapon. At the time, Alderman Cubey was asleep from a drug he unwittingly ingested. Mayor Tenma attacked his helpless victim, impaling him like a shish kebab. But the sudden pain jolted the victim awake, and he grabbed the statue and struck back.
The best thing to do there would be to put little pictures of Blackwell and Fulbright.
Your mom sucked me good and hard through my jort.
Alderman Cubey had been slipped some kind of sleep-inducing drug.
That's right. The accused was scared because the alderman was a pro wrestler.
Hey, Grant, can you double-check your input
wrestler.
sensitivity?
Am I getting cut off?
Yeah, a little bit.
It's probably because I am doing it a bit. Hold on.
Right, but you're doing it great, which is why I want to keep it going.
We need all of it.
I'm dying here.
Not only 80%.
So he slipped him a drug to make sure he'd be out cold and defenseless. Here's the autopsy report to prove it.
Cubey's autopsy report added to the court record.
And the victim managed to attack his attacker, despite being impaled by a spear.
Let's read. Cause of death: stabbed with a spear. Estimated time of death around 3:20 p.m. The victim had been in a drug-induced slumber. So that's why this matters, because they're saying that both the Tanuki guy and the murderer were
Tanuki?
watching this at the same time. Got it.
You need to be like, who won? And there's like a
sounds
50% chance that they say the wrong one, and then you know they're lying.
Well, I mean,
you
actually, you get both of them to say it at the same time, and if they don't say the exact same name, then you know that they're lying.
Ha! Got him.
That sounds almost superhuman. Is it even possible? Well, he was a former pro wrestler. That spear was probably nothing more than a mosquito bite to him.
Objection!
Well, he died. Not so fast! Don't try to brush it off by saying the alderman had been a pro wrestler. You really expect us to believe he could fight back after being skewered by a spear?
He was a former pro wrestler.
Never heard of the incredible feats of which a man is capable of in a pinch, have you? Like the samurai of yore, wrestlers can battle through intense pain. It sharpens their senses. I thought it said bathe.
Yum.
I used to talk about it with a pro wrestler when I met in the clink.
I don't know. It still sounds a little far-fetched.
That's a Pokemon.
Does it now?
Hello?
Perhaps you should test the theory on you with the edge of my blade.
You don't
have a blade?
I'm about to say, why do you have a blade if you do? Also,
It's like instead of Von Karma whipping everyone, he just opens
I'm about to say,
and
just
closes it
kills
and
you
everyone just-
instantly.
yeah.
So I wanna point out, because I remember like when we first started doing Dual Destinies, I was kind of complaining about how like the transition to 3D wasn't perfect or whatever. Blackwell has a fucking phenomenal design. Like, it's very clear he was designed first and foremost for 3D because he works in almost any angle, right? Whereas, I don't know, some of the facial expressions on like Apollo and Athena don't really make as much sense, but I think that's fine. Case in point. I didn't sign up for this. Oh!
He doesn't have a weapon.
He can't draw because his manacles are keeping his hands too close together. So your life is spared for now.
Oh my god, Saba, he even has slit eyes like a cat.
Hell yeah.
This is Saba.
We like it.
This is a Saba character.
We like it.
Oh my god.
This is Saba in that
Sick
character.
design.
Please let those shackles be made of titanium. I want to die.
My investigations are as thorough as they are foolproof, or my name isn't Fulbright. Pulls out his thing, checks it. All right. I vow to resign immediately if I ever make a false arrest.
That's why I pulled out his ID card there to check it.
Yeah, he was like, wait a minute, who am I? Yeah, that's right.
The accused prints were on the weapon, and he's the one person without an alibi. Quite decisive evidence. Wouldn't you agree, your baldness?
The defendant is sounding guiltier by the minute.
It's only the prosecution has been talking.
He's sounding pretty fucking guilty right now.
Yes, the judge leaning toward a guilty verdict, and the trial's just barely begun.
What's more, a curious rumor about the accused is making the rounds. They say he seeks the merger for the purpose of freeing Tenma Taro from his imprisonment. Truth be told, I can think of no real reason to show interest in that backwards bird. Perhaps he's a complete nutter and really does seek to release an imaginary demon. Either way, he is raving mad and more than capable of murdering the alderman.
I'm standing here now.
So many people talk.
I guess I'm here.
I guess I'm here.
There will be no gossiping in my courtroom. Did you hear what Stacy said to Brad last week?
Your baldness, please take a gander at those charms plastered across his cranium. One of them says Brad plus Stacy.
Oh, guilty.
I hear they're meant to keep him safe from possession by the demon Tenma Taro. Then again,
Actually, to cover up a bald spot.
Oh, you're both wrong.
perhaps he's already under the demon's spell.
Yo.
Behold, the lunatic appears poised to lunge at you at any moment.
Oh my god!
Jesus Christ!
Pulls out a gun.
Kill him!
The rumors and quirks of Mayor Tenma have no relevance to this case. Besides, those charms on his head, they're just a fashion statement. I think.
come to think of it, such things don't seem relevant to the case, do they?
Fucking, I hate the judge so much.
The most flim-flam, wishy-washy judge,
It's-
easily persuaded by anything.
It is literally just whoever talks next, he agrees
It's
with.
like, oh yeah, you're right.
Hey, you know what? No, I do change my
What
mind.
about it like
You're
that?
right.
Yeah.
Judge, you know what? Actually, it's getting kind of close to lunchtime.
Judge,
Maybe we
kill
should
me.
just say not guilty and go get like a banh mi.
Ooh,
It's
I like bonding.
That's a very compelling case. The prosecution will refrain from dragging our client's reputation through the mud.
Oh, what dreadfully fearsome lass we have here.
Whew. Thanks for that lifeline, Athena.
Careful, Apollo. He has the judge dancing in the palm of his hand.
I'm
The power of
flossing.
suggestion is one of the more powerful tools in Simon Blackwell's arsenal. He's trying to manipulate everyone's impressions to suit his objectives. Isn't that what a lawyer does? though?
Yes, that's why it's like they're treating him.
Oh, this guy's a lawyer.
They're treating.
There's a lawyer.
They're trying to treat psychology like it's reading minds, right? Like they're trying to make it seem like Athena can read your mind and Black Quill can influence your mind. That's what they're trying to do. But in actuality, he's just being like, "You're a little bitch boy, aren't you?" And it's like, what?
I'm not a little bit.
Only little bitch boy would declare him
Judge,
innocent.
He called me a mean name.
In any case, it
funny.
seems the victim did manage to defend himself, despite being impaled.
Despite your objections.
What sort of weapon did he use against his attacker? None other than this statue right here. It appears to be a statue of two strange creatures locked in battle.
2 yokai to be exact. On one side is the nine-tailed fox, and on the other, Tenmataro.
Can you look at us, please?
Sorry, I'm
Thank
used to
you.
being on the other side of the coin.
Sorry, I'm looking at how massive my hog is. Quite interesting.
Shut the fuck up. Well, yeah, I refuse to let this become a reoccurring thing.
It's so huge and big, you wouldn't believe.
Mr. Justice, you may check out his massive hog.
It's split. It's split down the middle, black white on both sides.
Oh my god. We can tell how much Zach has thought about it.
What?
True.
True, he has his own headcanon about it.
He's
Yeah.
a cannon.
You ready to present, Zach?
Already?
Freeze.
Yeah. Like a shish kebab.
Shish kebab.
Kebab.
I think they spelled kebab wrong.
How do they spell kebab?
Kebab is K-E-B-A-B.
That is-
It's Q.
Because we also have, like, I think K-A in some places, but that's kebab.
Kebab.
Angel to the victim awakening.
To
Grab the
kebab.
statue and stroke.
Kebab.
Q Bob. Where is he? And when's his Q?
He's gotta wait for it.
Is it in 5 minutes? How long? I don't know.
He's gotta wait.
Adrian, does this make
Ah!
sense to present because there's no fingerprints on it?
Yeah, probably.
Here goes.
Did the alderman really strike the mayor?
What? Are you questioning my sense of justice?
Your so-called
Yes.
justice needs to find itself a pair of legs to stand on. You claim the alderman struck back after the mayor put a spear through him, but the statue he supposedly used to defend himself creates a major hole in your theory.
It would appear that the defense has a counter-argument.
No shit, Your Honor, otherwise I wouldn't be a defense attorney.
That's what you are. Very well, let's hear what the defense thinks is odd about the detective's statue theory.
It's not
TB fought
broken.
unarmed, he was a wrestler, he'd never used weapons before.
There are no fingerprints on this supposedly crucial piece of evidence. And if you look at the crime scene photo, not wearing gloves, yes, you'll notice that the alderman isn't wearing gloves.
Yes, I believe he's quite gloveless indeed.
Gloveless? If he touched the statue with his bare hands, he should have left some fingerprints.
What about
Detective
his human
Fulbright,
ones?
you did take that into account during your investigation, didn't you?
Oh, this can't be happening. Did I arrest the wrong man?
Did I arrest the wrong man?
I'm not gonna lie. Every
Just
single
keeping the
time I
point.
see the name Alderman, I think of Alderman and Alderman like it's a law firm. Alderman. You did it, Apollo.
Yeah, it's called AA.
You knocked Detective Fulbright off his high horse.
Yay! Well, it's just 1 point in our favor.
Who do you suppose clubbed the mayor if it wasn't Alderman and Alderman?
Well, if it wasn't the alderman,
And Alderman.
it means
And
someone else must have clubbed the mayor.
You mean there was a third party there in the Fox chamber?
No.
Was this guy wearing gloves?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Oh.
Sweet.
Well, you think the Joker did it? You think the Joker killed someone? You think the
Well,
Joker did the
Grant,
bad
I mean,
Joker LaBelle?
Grant, to be fair, there was literally an opening cinematic that showed him murdering the alderman, and I forgot about it.
Correct.
Well, you think the Joker did the bad dude in the shutting down.
Oh my god. Things have broken.
Okay, there we go. Exactly. And this could be the big break we've been looking for.
There does seem to be a hole in the prosecution's argument.
Oh, I'm in the wrong thing. Who's posting shit?
Zach's in the wrong tab.
New guy for the Ace Attorney Hawkeye tier list.
Yes, sir.
Saba.
Okay, this is a me thing. Okay, you just gotta let me have it.
Hot guy tier list. It's pretty high on that list, to be fair.
He's at an A.
Prosecutor Blackwell,
It's pretty
would
good
you
so
care
far.
to respond to the defense's assertion?
No.
Our rankings do change as well, so you know, I'll have to wait and
The
see.
least you can do is look at me while being dismissive.
Your mind's as dull as an unhoned blade, Justice Dono.
Justice Dono? He's been watching too many samurai flicks.
It will take far more than that to cut down Simon Blackwell. A whelp such as you has no hope against my superior hog.
Stop!
It's a trial, not a sword fight.
You can't make me say it.
There's a perfectly good explanation for the lack of prints on the statue. You might recall the bloodstained cloth found at the scene of the crime. Well, it just so happens that the blood was the mayor's.
So, what are you getting at?
Hone your mind, boy. Why was there blood on that cloth?
Hone your hog, boy.
Grow your
28?
hog, boy.
I'm as old as Simon Blackwell? Damn!
Solve that riddle and you shall see that the hole you thought you found is but an illusion.
Now
It's
let's
but an
see. How was that
illusion.
cloth used? Was it used?
Wrap the statue.
Okay, sure. Maybe the alderman wrapped the statue in the cloth. In short, he wasn't touching the statue directly when he used his strike back at the mayor. Ah!
Precisely. Bully for you, boy.
It was nothing.
Apollo,
Oh!
don't let him start manipulating you too.
He manipulated us into defeating our own case. That's really funny, actually.
He caught us. You just closed the hole for the prosecution.
I did?
Yes, you did.
Right. That a statue wrapped in cloth would leave no fingerprints is as plain as day. But this also proves that there are no holes in our theory of the alderman striking back.
Oops. 2 pages?
Damn.
Also, how do we know that it was wrapped in
Damn.
cloth? That's just speculation, isn't it?
Now do you see how dull your mind is?
And how small your hog is.
Stop!
How small your
Oh
mind
my God.
I like this bit, Adrian.
Every time he turns around.
Ugh,
Nice cock.
I need to. Give me a second. I need to meditate.
Hog.
Why can't you just leave that with Clavier?
I'm psychically manipulating you into thinking about Blackpool's hog.
Oh, wow.
Striped like a candy cane.
But black
Paulo,
and
get his
white.
hog out of your head.
Paulo, stop focusing on his hog. Stop using your Millennium Brace. His hog doesn't move.
I can see
He's
whenever
lying.
you
I can
lie,
see
your
it.
veins
His balls
pulse
are
and
twitching.
twitch.
I can see it. Whenever he lies, his pubes stand on end. He always tenderly honed his blade before he went to work like a samurai.
Samurai sounds more like a homicidal maniac.
Actually, he was a hogicidal maniac.
She has never used a veto on anything that was actually worth vetoing. God damn
I
it.
don't know what you're talking about. This is kind of amusing.
You're a fucking prick. You know that?
It would seem that the victim and his killer were the only ones there after all.
I was kind of
You don't wanna read
attached
that?
to. I was kind
Did not want to read that one.
I was kind of attached to that whole. Now what? That's very funny.
Apollo, I just thought of something. They didn't find anyone's fingerprints on the statue. Who's to say someone other than the alderman didn't hit the mayor with it?
Why did I think of that? I'm an idiot.
It's true.
Then who, pray tell, struck the mayor with the statue? Please illuminate us with your wisdom, young lady.
There's only one answer. The real killer.
Prove the existence of this real killer, then. What evidence have you?
What evidence have you, bitch?
He doesn't need
Oh,
evidence.
I'll
He's the
give you
prosecution.
evidence, all right.
Athena, are you sure about this?
To borrow your words, Apollo, I'm fine.
I'll just show him how big my hog is.
Take a look at this.
Zip.
Huh.
Black feathers and tracks allegedly from a yokai were found at the scene.
Game
I believe
recognizes
they're
game.
from the third party who struck the mayor with a statue.
Enough with the viewing. Time for the taste test.
Time for a durability test.
Is the fence actually suggesting some sort of monster killed that alderman? A monster
That's
hog?
exactly what I'm suggesting.
No, Athena, you just lost what little credibility we had left. He emotionally manipulated. Wow, what a sprite.
That's
What an
amazing.
image. Give me a second.
Me when I see Blackwell's
You wanna
hog.
see yeah.
Me pogging out of my mind seeing Blackwell's hog.
True.
Damn it. There you go. Saving that for later.
Apollo at the end of the case, like, huh, looks like you're all cock and no balls, Blackwell.
All shaft.
No, Mr. Justice, we've no time to deal with objections between members of the defense.
Sorry, Your Honor. It's just this kid's still, well, a kid. Ouch.
Ouch. You meanie. I'm reporting this to Mr. Wright.
Well, you
And
just said
HR.
meanie. So. God damn it. There we go. I really need to clean my glasses.
So, is this court to believe the feathers and tracks are from a yokai, as you put it?
No, Your Honor. I believe they are a fabrication. The real killer wants us to believe some sort of monster murdered the alderman.
Interesting. But why do you suppose the killer would do that?
Why indeed?
An alibi to, throw someone
Mr.
else under the bus?
Mr.
Really? We can't think
Justice,
of anything?
you seem as new to this as your partner is.
Oh, this I'm not reporting to Mr. Wright. I like Phoenix now being like an authority figure.
Yeah.
Fulbright, explain to his baldness what these brats are missing. You know, the who and why behind those feathers and tracks.
What? You mean you could explain all that?
Oh god,
what
look at his lip, I love this lip. I love this Apollo bird beak lip.
God. Fucking terrible.
You have to admit, it is faithful to the Apollo Justice game.
But that's what I'm saying, is that in 2D it made sense.
Look how good that is.
Hey, I like it.
Jesus.
Ah.
I love Apollo's bird lip.
Our investigative prowess is without equal.
I'm starting to think I chose the wrong profession.
Very well. Let's hear about these so-called yokai feathers and tracks.
Okay.
I'm back.
Hello, oh, that's true. I left for a little bit and then came back.
I left. This entire case centers on one man's attempt to crush opposition to the... Mayor Tenma panicked when the amazing Ninetales emboldened the protesters. So he stoked the villagers' fears by fabricating a monster. The strange feathers and tracks he planted made it look like a yokai was the killer.
Those feathers and tracks stoked the villagers' fears?
Absolutely. He knew exactly how to prey on their superstitious mind.
Those feathers only gave weight to the idea that the alderman was slain by a demon. The accursed demon, Tenmataro, that is.
Tenma who?
Tenma who?
Tenma Nuts, Your Honor, the legendary demon locked away in the village's forbidden chamber. From a young age, the villagers are taught to fear the great black-feathered demon, and thus were they blinded to the other, more plausible explanations.
Hold on for a second. Shut. Before we start letting our imaginations run wild, isn't there someone else that could be considered a suspect?
Mr. Justice, please explain yourself.
On the day of the incident, there was a special event held at QB Manor. And as part of this event, there was someone dressed in the likeness of Tenmataro. Obviously, this person is a much more likely suspect than any legendary demon. I'll kill you.
Oh, sick voice.
Dullard, you are playing right into the killer's mind games.
What?
Listen here.
Drop the
Edmund.
mic.
Feathers and tracks were merely red herrings. The villagers believe the murder to be the work of the real Tenmataro. However, the police believe the person in Tenmataro suit is the killer.
Boh.
The defendant sought to sow this confusion in order to deflect blame away from himself. However, he was knocked unconscious by the alderman. Thus, our mentally deficient mayor was caught red-handed at the scene of the crime.
Objection!
Do you honestly believe Mayor Tenma would do something so stupid?
Objection!
The evidence speaks for itself. Fulbright.
Right. It was the mayor's last-ditch effort to stop the opposition before things got crazy. The Amazing Ninetales was fueling both the yokai craze and the anti-murder. Plus, he's one of the better-known mass wrestlers and the hometown favorite. That's why the mayor panicked and set out on the path of injustice. But do the people of Ninetales Vale really believe a yokai is behind the crime? Yokai sightings are an everyday event there, so I wouldn't be surprised if they did.
I can give you a second, Grant, if you need it.
I was running out of breath. I was just like, all right.
Doing the vocal equivalent of a triathlon, I believe you. I was bitching about going from a slightly higher pitched normal voice to talking like this, whereas you're going from All Might to the Judge.
Grant is doing a marathon while also repeatedly doing bicep curls at the same time.
It's great.
I must say a crime that preys upon the innocent, impressionable minds.
Just so. A particularly silver-tongued inmate once had the following words for me. The innocent of heart, the easiest to pray.
Grant.
Wow.
I wish I had, like, it's crazy that I run this channel, I organize us doing streams, and yet I have fucking no ability to, like, punish you guys.
It was silver tongue.
Well, he didn't even say anything.
What was this inmate con-hearted? I didn't say anything, Zach.
Fuck you.
No, he was something else. He was framed for the murder of his beloved. I actually felt sorry for the poor chap.
Wait, is he supposed to be? Sorry, I guess because he said bully, old chap. Is he supposed to have like a slight British accent?
He's probably supposed to sound
sound it in the
objection,
thing.
but I
Well,
like
he
mine
said
better.
objection thing sounded like he had a little bit of an accent, but I'm not sure.
I
prefer
like
Charlie Hog.
Adrian's voice. Adrian's voice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think Adrian has to change his voice at all.
Saba, why are you
British.
telling
I hate the
Adrian to
British
change his
people.
voice?
Yes,
Zach,
Saba.
just because I can see you actively giving him a voice changing potion. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm just shoving the potion into Adrian's mouth.
Now then, the defense may proceed with their cross-examination.
Okay, so
Remember
what part of
voice
this
changing
stage is-
juice? It's been a while.
The good old days.
The good old days.
The good old days.
One man's attempt to crush that position to his
You gotta press something here.
harrowing midnight tales.
Power button.
They stoke the villagers' fears.
Power what?
of the monster.
The power button.
Strange
You gotta turn off the stream.
Oh, I thought I heard something else
Yeah.
for a second. It's okay.
Power bottom.
Oh, wait, hang on. I have a video I want to show Grant. Hang on.
I'm excited.
It's not that important. It's not really well, but I like it.
Is Eminem buying another car?
No. Hang on.
That was pretty alright.
Well, that is pretty alright. Here.
Megamind Root.
Oh no, what is this?
This is full
So, let's see what happens when the predator becomes the
Oh
Jesus
my God.
fuck.
Open wide. Now say,
That is fucking stupid.
Mega Meat! Mega Meat! Oh, let's see what happens when the predator becomes the prey. Open wide. I say, ah.
Oh my god.
I dream of becoming a true YoKai.
Oh wait, this is his press statement,
Oh, yes. Pro wrestling.
right? Hell yeah.
Okay, well that was fun, but didn't help anything.
I'm getting food, I'll be back.
Wrong! That's a very persuasive argument. Hmm.
hold it.
Tenma City Hall.
Claiming it was a den of vipers.
In Tenma Town, in the Tenma Temple, in the Tenma City Hall.
The Dark Lord of their kind.
Which ones have you pressed so far?
All 4.
All 4?
Objection.
Okay.
See, look, did you hear the tiny bit of accent that was there?
Not really, to be honest.
Objection. Right
Did you get the new evidence yet?
I'm working on it, boss.
Are you?
Alright.
Are you working on it? Really? Are you sure about that? Why would there be a murdering mayor?
Well, yes, please.
Haha, you walked into it. You walked into his trap card, Zach.
What a shocking development. Blackmail letter. Oh, that's the letter that was missing. If you value your dearest's life, you will merge Ninetails Vale and Tenma Town. Do not tell anyone about this threat. If you do, consider your dearest as good as dead.
Someone's threatening us.
At present, the okay. So because of how the blackmail letter was phrased, it could be for either of them. That's interesting. Oh gosh. Oh. Ugh. A little stretch. Welcome back, Golden Wise.
Something got planted in Alderman's pocket.
And once again, it makes sense that the killer, being the blackmailer, would know about the blackmail letter and would just use it, right?
He's right, you know.
I guess, what was the point of them showing us the murderer already, I guess?
Isn't that just what they do? Isn't that the...
I mean, it's not Columbo.
It is inspired by Columbo.
Oh,
Now you can present something here. Now you have a new statement.
after planting the feathers and tracks? That doesn't seem right.
That
The
seems
feathers
very
are because the
random.
feathers are on top of the blood.
No, feathers and tracks, like the foot tracks.
I mean, in either way, I think it's this that we present, because like if he planted the feathers and tracks first and then killed them, the blood would be on the feathers, not the other way around. Right?
Yes, so he had to have been murked first.
Objection!
Objection! You dare question my justice again?
Is Grant still peeing or whatever?
He was getting food.
He's getting food.
Oh, okay. Peeing in the food.
Don't pee in your food.
Peeing in food? Yeah, that isn't,
That's how you make beer, isn't it?
That's what some people claim. No one's ever proven that.
I
You gotta
mean,
pick the blood tracks.
is it the blood tracks, not just the fact that the feathers aren't bloody?
You have to pick the blood tracks.
Okay.
Take that!
There you go. That's a good point. Besides the
A
mayor
third
and the alderman.
party.
That's true.
Yeah.
Where's your evidence? I just showed it to you, bitch. What are you talking about?
It's actually photographic evidence.
Oh, he's
Oh,
right. So no head.
Yeah, he's taking this really hard, huh? Yeah. Justice, oh, justice. Look, now this one has the picture of the staff.
Yeah.
So we're back
I
to a
missed anything
yokai having
huge?
done it.
But once
You
again,
missed-
it's
Clover had
guy.
a new sprite where he was like poking his fingers together and made a really sad face.
He's like, oh no.
He's like, so no head.
So no head.
the mayor got knocked out, got up, planted the evidence, and then fell asleep again. Obviously. Thank you, Prosecutor Black Quill. Prosecutor Golden Wise. That's actually a sick Ace Attorney name.
Golden Wise. That is pretty good.
Be like,
It would definitely fit.
it's like, hello, I am the new defense attorney, Hermes Golden Wise. Oh, great, you're back. Are
Yeah,
you
I'm back.
eating?
How
Are
are
you
you?
eating or?
Oh, okay. I didn't know if we were doing it or not. I didn't hear any.
No, sorry.
Friends
I
will explain to the court
yeah.
exactly what he means.
just didn't know if you were eating.
You dare mock this court and justice itself. You're unfit to bear your name, boy.
Your baldness, it appears a defense attorney here is delirious from exhaustion.
Apollo, think of something quick before you're held in contempt of court.
Your mom.
You think I'm trying to do? Before you decide whether I should step down, please hear me out. No.
Very
Oh.
well, I'll hear you out. Who do you want to fuck?
The
What was this
fucking
yokai you're
xenomorph
talking
from
about?
Alien.
Hell yeah, dude. What was this yokai you were talking about?
It's all in this statement here. Jinxie Tenma asserts that she saw Tenma Taro. After she discovered the crime scene and called the police. What the fuck?
What?
It's AO3.
A John F. Kennedy assassination is very funny. I like the composition
God.
of all the different 5 songs. Like, you really have to cover your bases, clearly.
Yeah, just in case.
She came around a corner in the hall. It was around here that she saw Tenmataro fleeing toward the foyer. The defense asserts that whoever was impersonating this monster is the one who left those feathers and tracks behind, intentionally or otherwise.
What? How incredibly unjust. Why haven't I heard about
Why haven't you?
Because it's bullshit.
Because it's fucking stupid.
The prosecution is a convicted felon, after all.
Apollo, the momentum has shifted in our favor.
Good. Now let's keep it that way. Objection! I'll kill you. I throw kunai with chain.
Kunai with chain.
Little do you realize that though you are in the midst of a fray, your sword is broken.
What the fuck does that mean?
Your hog.
Stop!
Oh.
Are you implying there's a problem with my claim?
And my hog?
Don't put words in my mouth.
If that yokai
I'll put something else in.
Indeed.
God damn it!
Walked into it.
Wait a second.
You did walk into it.
I did, I know. It's because I'm hungry, man.
4?
Shut the fuck up.
What could it be?
I don't know, it's a pasta, maybe a sausage, a hot dog, corn dog, you know.
I actually do have to make mac and cheese
Cucumber,
today because my milk is
eggplant.
supposed to go bad in like 2 days.
Mm.
Oh, dude, why stop? It's not funny!
Pretty funny.
That fool and that fop would have seen him.
The fop!
So freaking good.
Oh, you mean Filch and LaBelle? Now that you mention it.
Both Phineas Filch and Florent LaBelle were in the foyer at the time, but they haven't stated what they saw yokai happen. Did you ever consider that yokai was but a figment of a scared little girl's imagination?
Why didn't those two see the Tenmataro impersonator pass by?
Why don't we ask them ourselves?
I was just about to say that myself. No, I was.
Sure.
The defense would like to call Mr. Phineas Filch, caretaker of the QB Manor, to the stand. Zach is looking forward to doing this voice again.
I suppose we can't ignore the fact that the little girl believes she saw a monster.
He's definitely gonna do the, motion to steal something, but then I would like to remind that the witness stand is, a solid 15 feet away from the nearest person.
He's that good.
He's gonna steal something and it's gonna make no fucking
sense. He's gonna use his telekinesis.
I trust you have no objections to Mr. Justice's request, Prosecutor Blackwell. I understand that Mr. Filch is enjoying a nap out in the lobby. I'm going to join him.
I knew that Tanuki was a rare find, but when we captured him, I didn't think he'd end up a witness. Do with him as you will.
Do you think he has huge nuts?
We're not
Almost
talking about that.
But Zach, do you think he has huge nuts because he's like a Tanuki? So Blackwell has the hog, and then
He's got the
Phil
opposite
has
problem,
nuts.
Blackwell, yeah.
Yeah, he just has huge nuts. No, all balls, no cock. Are you thinking about it, Zach?
Stop! I'm so dizzy.
Does he think Blackwell's psychological manipulation is too effective?
Damn it.
Because all the blood's going elsewhere.
Yeah.
Very well then. Kermit, please go wake Mr. Filch and escort him to the stand.
Escort.
Escort. Export him to the stand. Export him as a PNG.
Excoriate him. Cut his blood off.
Will the witness please state his name and occupation?
The name's Filch. Phineas Filch, caretaker of QB Manor. And, this is for you, your lordship. Just a little something I thought you might like. It's the detective's shoes again.
He didn't receive them?
My, what a fabulous pair of shoes. And your honor will do just fine, Mr. Filch.
It's those shoes again.
Don't they belong to Detective Fulbright?
Don't tell me Filch stole them again. They're all yours, your honorship, sir.
What? But they seem awfully expensive.
Yep, too expensive for me, but I reckon they'd be perfect for someone like you, your honorship.
Can't
He's
believe it.
bribing the judge.
It's a
With
kind
sausage
gesture,
shoes.
but legal ethics dictate I can't accept such gifts. I've
Thank
decided to
God.
use those now.
Aw, ethics
Oh my God.
schmethics. Just take them if you want them. Polish them up real nice for you, too.
I'm sorry about the shoes, Mr. Filch, but I will accept your testimony. The court would like to hear what you saw. Hear whether you saw Tenmataro in the foyer after the murder.
I didn't see nothing. I'm blind.
Oh, it's nice.
I ain't do fucking shit. I ain't see shit.
I'm blind as a bat, don't you know? At the time of the murder, I was on guard duty in the foyer, just like Mr. QB asked. I was making sure no one, fair, foul, fishy, or otherwise, could get to our guests. I was still in my office keeping a good watch when the murder happened after 3 p.m. But I didn't see nothing out of the ordinary, no siree!
Didn't see nothing yet.
That YoKai you keep jabbering on about was but a phantom of the little girl's dreams.
So, you're telling this court you never saw anyone dressed up like Tenmataro? What is this?
Even the
I didn't do fucking
I
shit.
think you should leave.
I didn't rig shit. I didn't fucking do this. I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about any of this. This world's fucking so fucked up. I'm done. Do what you want. Pull the plug. I'll kill you.
I'll kill you! That's really good, man.
I'll kill you.
Yep, was guarding the whole time. That's the truth, the holy truth, nothing but a truth. And Tenmataro, bah, you don't really believe in all that yokai mumbo jumbo, do you? I certainly don't. He's lying.
Oh,
My bracelet.
Hmm? Millennium bracelet?
My bracelet keeps squeezing my arm.
Really? So you think Mr. Tanuk, I mean, Filch has been lying to us?
Do you think there's a Millennium cock ring?
How dare you? Do not sully the Millennium items with such nonsense. Zach apparently won't rule it out, though.
I mean, Blackwell could probably use Apollo's bracelet as one.
Oh my god. Oh no. Grant.
Millennium Prince Albert.
Gotta give him a second. He's recovering.
It's been 2 weeks.
He's purging it from his
I
mind.
need to get in my jokes and japes.
He's squeezing out of his mind.
No, you can't eject me.
I'm having a granola bar. Fuck you, people. You're all... What?
What the fuck?
Hello?
Oh my god, he's got a hawk?
Allow me to introduce my bird. He seems to have taken quite a liking to the courthouse. Made his new home, in fact.
A+? We've changed to A+ now? Having a pet is sick as hell?
Taka simply loathes trickery and fraud, and that queer power of yours seems to have offended my dear bird.
No pets or other animals allowed. Oh, somebody help!
Oh, he's merely having a bit of sport. He won't harm you, save when truly famished.
In that case, Prosecutor Blackwell, you will ensure your pet is fed.
Looks like we have to do this the old-fashioned way.
So one of Black Cloak's things is that he negates your powers by having a pet bird.
That's fucking stupid.
Well,
The
how else
pet
is he
bird
supposed to? You have
sick, though.
powers, okay? What's he supposed to do?
Golden Line's response was, "Wasn't he in prison? How'd he get a bird?"
Jailbird.
This is jailbird.
It's the, you know how they sometimes give cats and dogs to prisoners? He got a hawk.
He got a fucking hawk.
Eagle.
A
Yeah.
predator?
Listen, if you didn't like Apollo's X-ray vision, well,
guess what? It's gone now.
Bird. Yeah, exactly.
Hey, you remember this unique gameplay mechanic that we introduced? Well, you can't use it anymore because fuck you.
I was just about to say, like, hey, here's the mechanic. Anyways.
Anyway, you gotta
Forget about
reject
that.
Immediately, Zach.
So I want to present the TV guide here. Does that make sense?
Maybe. Or maybe.
You can neither confirm nor
Objection!
deny such things.
It ain't right to bushwhack a fella like that. Unfortunately for you, I have evidence that proves you're lying. If you look at this TV listing here, you'll see that at the time of the crime, there was a pro wrestling match scheduled, something you'd never miss. I didn't watch that one, no siree. I was doing my job just like I was supposed to. I don't even know if that picked up on the mic. This guy doesn't know when to give up. Mr. Filch, someone even circled the match. It was you, right? It did. Okay, well, thank you. Not only that, you even told me you watched it. You said, and I quote, "It was a complete disaster." You said it just like that. So, you do admit to slacking off. You can't trick me with your ruddy poo lawyer talk. I'm one of them professional types too. I can do double duty, watching TV and a foyer at the same time. The only thing Filch can claim to be professional is a professional thief.
Mr.
That's true,
Justice,
you know.
you would have this court believe the witness was slacking off?
That is correct. He claims to have been watching TV and the foyer at the same time.
You claim this one was jacking off.
Jacking off. But that's nothing but a bald-faced lie.
Bald, you say, but I'm not the one who's lied. Perhaps you meant the witness, Mr. Justice. And in that case, let's see what evidence you can offer. You claim Mr. Filch is lying about watching TV and the foyer simultaneously. Now prove it. Put your money where your mouth is.
Please take a look at the direction the TV is facing in this diagram. Now, unless Mr. Filch has eyes where his right ear should be, I think it would be impossible to watch the foyer entrance and TV at the same time.
Why, yes, someone watching the TV there couldn't possibly see the entrance.
How fucking sick do you think it would be to be a security guard for like a tourist manor? Doesn't that sound like a fucking sick job? You're just kind of sitting there all day.
Just get to hang out.
Yeah, you just get to kind of hang out, man. Exactly. And that means, Mr. Filch, you were slacking off and were not watching the foyer as you claim. Yipes! The bag's out of the cat. I mean, the other way around. Oh my god, he's so short.
He's standing on a box.
Order! But, Mr. Justice, is Mr. Filch's less than stellar work ethic relevant to this case?
It's very relevant, because while he was slacking off watching TV, there really could have been a Tenmataro impersonator in the foyer. What now?
Granted, this Tanuki was lax in his duties, but he still had the foyer entrance covered.
What are you talking about?
This.
That's a bird. Yay!
Auditory sense. His eyes may have been slacking off, but his ears were still hard at work. Right, Tanuki?
They were? I mean, yes! Yes, they were! But you already admitted to slacking off. Now you say you weren't? My eyes might have been lazy, but my ears ain't. Or might be lazy, but my ears ain't. I would have heard anyone in the foyer. You see, the foyer floor and stairway get all creaky and squeaky when someone walks on them. Great, great, great. Loud enough to wake the dead, I reckon. So, you're saying you didn't hear anybody walk by? Yep, my ears were working full-time, so who's lying now, you no-good shyster? Lying thief calling me a shyster. Now this has to be a low point of my fledgling career. Gotta admit it to you, Mr. Blackquill, sir. You really are something else. I mean, you don't miss a thing. And them bags under your eyes, they're darker than mine. That's fucking okay.
Fair warning, Mr. Filch. Taka is particularly fond of Tanuki. Should you lie to this court again, you may suddenly find yourself on the menu.
Oh, God! Don't hate me, Mr. Taka, sir!
The witness will henceforth testify truthfully, penalty of painful burn attacks.
What?
And with that in mind, the court requests that the witness revise his testimony. I don't have any power, are you kidding me?
This is some bullshit. It's true. I was watching a pro wrestling match on the office TV. My eyes might have been slacking off, but my ears, they were working overtime. The floor there is all creaky and squeaky like. No way I would have missed someone walking by. So you see, there were no Tenmataro in the foyer.
Superstition is the religion of feeble minds. Understand? A simple, rational explanation is best. Forget yokai demons and such.
It's a shame that this guy is A, a villain, and B, a murderer, because, like, he actually does seem to have, like, really good logic. You know? Like, it's not like... It's...
Keeping him from S tier is that he's a convicted murderer.
That's the one thing. That's the single red flag that Saba sees.
Hey, Saba, remind me, what tier... It's not Ace Attorney, but what tier is Darkrai in?
I never gave him a tier. He was just
what tier
cool
would he be in?
What tier would he be?
Cool.
What tier
the
would?
misunderstood tier?
I think Blackwell is S tier wood, right? We just established that?
Yeah, I think so.
His wood is S tier.
See, look at it. You guys now said S tier. I see how it is.
We must use common sense. For lacking that, our entire world will be put upside down.
Says the convict prosecutor who's totally assigned to the end times for the legal world. Hey, besides, if there were any yokai roaming around, I'd nab them and sell them to the zoo.
I wonder whether Jinxie was just seeing things.
That seems to be the general consensus, but I'm sticking to my guns.
But if we can't prove she saw Tenmataro, the mayor's sure to be convicted.
And then we better hope my guns fire bullets, not BBs.
The defense may cross-examine the witness.
Fuck.
You gotta press something.
For now.
You know what, Adrian? I appreciate the little guidance.
I'm trying not to spoil anything, but I do want to move this shit along.
What are you talking about? It's true, I was watching it. Well, we could press C. Was it loud? You are paid for your work, aren't you?
Fucking loser.
It ain't easy being me.
Oh, new Sprite.
Your first world problems. Oh.
Hold it!
Shit.
Ooh, the jingle jangle.
How would you know that?
You got Spurs that jingle, jangle, jingle.
Spurs That jingle jangle
Jangle, jingle.
Maybe he found the thingy.
So that's obviously.
What's he talking about, Apollo? We gotta press him, because Jinxie mentioned that.
You gotta press him into a fucking shape.
Press him into oblivion.
Press him into juice. Press the juice out of him.
Yes.
Yes.
You got. Never mind.
Oh my god.
I'm showing Zach. I'm being nice.
Now you gotta present. Yeah.
So in this case, would I present her testimony, or would I present the fact that in the picture he doesn't have a staff?
You present his
Probably
testicles.
scroll. Probably. You probably present testicles. Yeah.
Objection!
What?
Tenmataro's staff would make a jangly sound, you say? Well, I'm going to say your story doesn't add up.
Is there something the defense would like to share with the court?
No.
Your apple slices, perhaps?
Apple slices.
Apple slices?
He's just like, I have a little package.
Well, I could use a little or something.
I heard you had a granola bar earlier. Do you have more?
Yeah, more.
Enough to share with the class.
Hungry?
Enough to share with the court, perhaps.
But Your Honor, there's so many people here. Phoenix is in the gallery being like, well, I mean, you do have them though, don't you, Apollo?
The judge is like, if you don't have enough to share with the court, don't bring any.
But Your Honor, I'm hungry. Black Quill's over there, like, literally eating like a steak. And it's like, I get to eat this.
Fulbright gave it to me because I was hungry.
Mr. Filch, you say that you didn't see Tenmataro on the day of the incident. Then why did you assume just now that Tenmataro would be holding a staff? Huh? You see, the Tenmataro Jinxie saw held a staff in it. He got you now, you fucking moron bitch. And she described its sound, just like you did, as a kind of jangly sound. Yeah, so he was holding a staff. What's your point? The point is that Tenmataro doesn't use a staff. Not normally. What are you talking about? You see, this is the only known document depicting Tenmataro. Is there a staff in that picture, Mr. Filch?
You're right, there's no staff. Not even a cane or a walking stick.
Oh!
So the question is, why does the witness think Tenmataro uses a staff?
I believe the answer will overturn the prosecution's case on the most basic level.
The answer might shock you.
Well, now, this is getting interesting.
All right, Miss Justice, it's time to show the court where you're going with this. Please tell the court why Miss Filch believes Tenmataro carries a staff.
See Tenmataro because Jinxie saw Tenmataro.
Your Honor,
Mr. Filch actually saw Tenmataro that right after the crime occurred. That's the only way he could possibly know about the staff. Busted again! Oh my god, what happened to the bird?
Plus, it's little.
It's probably
Dead.
just flu.
Yes, how'd that feel, Black Quill? Not so fun when you're on the receiving end of the blade, is it? Oh, that was where the, like, visual effect came from. That's fine. Admit it, Mr. Filch. You did see Tenmataro that day, didn't you?
You literally just said busted.
Well, I'm begging you, please don't make me say it.
I'm also
But
being
clearly you did
blackmailed.
see Tenmataro.
Yeah.
Stop stalling and testify to that fact. No, can't do. No way, no how. Pulls out a gun.
Now we'll never know.
You're dead.
You ain't got no idea how terrifying he can be.
In orange text.
He? Mr.
In
Filch
orange
still
text.
won't admit to seeing Tenmataro, even though everybody knows he did. The question now is, why?
Mr. Filch is scared to death.
Is that why he can't admit the truth?
Come to think of it,
I'm about to say, where's Jinxie right now, motherfucker? Jinxie is absolutely dead or kidnapped.
Jinxie wouldn't admit to seeing Tenmataro after hearing about the village superstition. She said that if she told anyone that she had seen Tenmataro, he'd claim her soul.
Wait, you think Filch believes that too? Ah, so Mr. Big Time City Slicker lawyer has heard about him. Damn old village superstitions.
Will the defense please explain what the witness is talking about?
The people of Ninetailsvale believe some pretty strange things. Like equality. No. And their superstitions may be the reason our witness can't admit the truth. The truth that he really did see Tenmataro. Darn straight that's why! It's all right here, in this book called Village Superstitions. Village Superstitions. Do not gaze upon Tenmataro. Do not tell others you've seen him. Ignoring the superstitions will cost you your soul. There is, however, one way to save it. Your immediate departure from the village. Freeing him will bring ruin upon the village. Alright. See? That's why us folks in Ninetailsvale can't talk about seeing Tenmataro. That clears up one mystery. The killer took advantage of the superstition by wearing a Tenmataro costume. They knew that that way no one could talk about him, so it was as if he'd never existed. The defense holds that this Tenmataro impersonator is the true killer. What do you mean, what?
Objection!
Superstitions, you say? What kind of a fool would actually believe such rubbish? And would that using some silly fairy tale could be so easily expose the culprit? We need to come with a more rational, common sense explanation than that.
Objection!
Your common sense seems awfully narrow-minded to me, Prosecutor Blackquill.
Objection!
Try living in my world of narrow cells, mortal danger, and dark, sleepless nights.
Stop killing people!
I mean,
There is no lack of superstitions in the clink, but few are those who truly believe in them.
Objection!
Well,
What
the
is you
village
being
superstitions
in
are real enough
the
to the
jail
people of
that it could do
Ninetailsvale. A life or death superstition might make even you a believer.
And then I saw her face.
And now I'm a believer. Ah!
Rar.
Roar!
XD.
Rar:3.
What do I say?
Fool of a Tanuki, 2 times now your lies have cost me.
I'm sorry, sir. I promise not to do it again.
kill him.
Taka, my fine
Taka,
friend.
take him out.
Have at him.
Oh, God! He's gonna eat me alive! Head for the hills! I don't think that's how that works. He took off.
Bailiff, what are you waiting for? After him with your fastest men!
That's certainly not something to
Yes,
see
sir.
every day.
God, they're all slow.
Well, it's
We're
because...
probably as fast as our puppeteers.
I'm about to say...
Well, it would seem a new and important fact has come to light. A third party disguised as the YoKai Tenmataro is at the scene. And now we have 2 witnesses who can attest to that fact. Any objections, Prosecutor Blackquill?
Ellipses.
Oh!
He broke the chains.
Uh-oh.
We have nothing to lose.
Uh-huh. Oh!
His shackles! Oh! Oh!
Oh my god.
He cut the feather.
I'm too young to die!
Justice Dono, long has it been since I've been forced to draw my blade. You had best say your prayers.
Oh!
That's really cool how that had the exact impact that they intended, of like him slamming the chains apart, and all 4 of us were like,
Detective, do something! Have no fear, Fulbright is here. When the going gets tough, the champion of justice gets going.
And get going!
Oh, but I stand in awe of Simon Blackwell, for it is his sense of justice that set him free.
Your hair looks silly like that.
Ref, do something!
Objection! Objection! I object to Detective Governor.
No justice!
He hasn't moved from the.
Oh.
Silence.
Whoa.
Zip.
Stop!
I'm not in the habit of cutting down unarmed cowards.
Oh, well, in that case,
Draw your
Mr. Blackwell,
blade.
can I ask you to,
Zip your pants up.
I think the
please
judge
put
forgot he's
your
in
hog
charge
away?
here.
So, Justice Dono's assertion is this. Tenma Taro's the real killer, not Mayor Tenma. According to him, there was a yokai at the scene of the crime.
Someone disguised as a yokai. Don't misrepresent me, asshole. Apollo. And that yokai, or rather, whoever was impersonating him, killed Alderman QB. That's a very funny, instead of objection, silence.
Character
Shut the fuck up.
Jinxie, being the first to discover the murder, did not see your alleged killer yokai there in the Fox Chamber.
What?
She didn't go in? What?
He said nothing about Temataro being in the fog. Well, I mean, once again, it's the vent, right? Like the killer obviously went up into the vent to hide.
Yeah, like he'd already left.
Let me enlighten you. That little scamp heard a dying scream right before she opened the chamber door.
And your point is displayed.
Upon opening the door, she found a freshly skewed murder victim, the alderman, and the homicidal maniac who had killed him, the mayor.
No, there must have been someone else dressed up like.
Then why does that little scamp claim to have not seen a yokai in the Fox Chamber?
Considering your father is accused of murder, surely she would have mentioned any third party that might have been in the room.
Unless they were lying vertical in the freaking air vent.
Unless they were impersonating a stuffed Tenmataro statue.
Unless they were a lamp.
Unless they were behind a conveniently shaped Undertale lamp.
Perfectly in the shape of Tenmataro.
She walks in, there's a giant bulge in the alderman's throat. Sorry, we're out of Tenmataro.
10 Mataro size.
There is but one way to find out. Ask Jinxie Tenma whether she saw your killer yokai at the scene of the crime.
It's crazy to think that we're gonna have to do like a whole
Whoa.
like 40 to 50 minute segment to get to the verdict of it being like, oh, there was a vent. And then we're gonna have to do another 40 to 50 minute segment where we interrogate LaBelle.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Ace Attorney.
I know, it's just like, it's like, once again, not that Ace Attorney 1 was like flawless. It certainly had its issues, but it's kind of like what case 1 of Great Ace Attorney, where we went on that fucking 2-hour tangent about the gold coin under a stake that ended up not being relevant in the slightest.
Great.
Long as my blade thirsted for blood, at long last it shall be sated.
I was so
Okay.
glad that you just read it instead of saying something else. Wait, this is a trial, right?
Show me what you're truly capable of. Justice Dono. Draw steel.
Very well then. Both parties no doubt need some time to regroup, and I need to change my pants. So the court will take a 10-minute recess in order to...
No recess.
But the seesaw...
3 minutes!
7 minutes, Chris. I I'm sorry, but a 3-minute recess?
Just so. Plenty of time if your destination of intent is the loo.
The loo? You mean the bathroom?
Yeesh. At least include enough time to wash your hands.
See that you take no more than 3 minutes. All latecomers will be punished.
God, I don't know what happens with this guy later, because I'm assuming he comes back in some fashion, because it's such a great design. But, like, could you imagine this guy in, like, a later game? It's like, yes, I was promoted to judge because we were running out. And it's like, what? It's like,
Hell yeah.
I was going to judge because the usual single guy that we have went on vacation.
and his Canadian brother.
And his Canadian brother both on vacation together.
A 3-minute recess.
I declare Prosecutor Blackwell the winner of this round of Simon Says.
Doesn't bode well for us if the prosecutor's running the show, does it? I think it's really cool, man. By the way, I am going to save, and we will be ending here, but I just want to get
It's a good spot to end stream, yeah.
Yeah.
Or 3-minute recess, and by that I mean a week recess.
Yeah.
Week recess. 3 minutes to a week. Sounds good.
Save. There we are. So no stream tomorrow. So Saba and I will wait. No, we have one more opportunity for a makeup stream, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we got that, and then so Saturday. Well, I forget. Are you here next Sunday or no?
I am here next Sunday.
Okay, so we get one more weekend of like normal stream schedule, and then Saba's gone for like 8 years.
Yeah.
All right.
It's true.
All right.
Well
We're
then,
all set, though.
this was fun.
Oh, let's see. A+, he has a bird. Good job, Saba.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Well, I'll call that stream. Well, thank you everybody for being here. This was fun. Except for, you know,
we got to
certain
meet
parts.
Simon Blackwell, his bird, and his hog.
God damn it.
So many animals.
He's an animal lover.
Real barnyard.
Damn right.
Ciao, everybody.
Okay.
He's got that dog in him.
Don't say that. Have a good weekend. Bye.
He's got that hog on him.
Bye.